Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
halos hataw, hiya parang lindol, Pastor Peter ni Idol. Solid ang laban, malupit ang galawan, solid ang punch, malakas ang hiyawan, ang action ay walang hinto, sa solid na laro. Solid ang laban, malupit ang galawan, solid ang punch, malakas ang hiyawan, ang action ay walang hinto, sa solid na laro. Baba ang depensa, mabilis ang opensa, tinawag na play by Aling Big J.
It's a holiday Friday, but we've got some PBA action coming your way from the Smart Araneta Coliseum in Cubao, Quezon City. Making their debut sa ating Commissioner's Cup. You see them in the black uniforms. That's the TNT Tropang 5G. They're gonna be brandishing a very popular import. Talagang inaabangan ng ating mga fans. They're gonna go up against the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters na nakakamit na ng isang panalo sa ating komperensya. But the test is with Bol Bol. That's what's gonna happen today. All eyes on the Tropang 5G import. Let's see what he can do. This is Dr. J. Andy. Ako po si Charlie Cuna. Doc, ito na, the test para kay Bol Bol.
Well, sometimes the expectations are too big for a guy. Obviously, if he's still very good, he would still be in the NBA. But because he's been in trouble, although his numbers there are never bad, you know, and he's still a very young player at 26 years old, you know, averaging close to almost 7 points a ball game to where the 3 teams that he has played, but never really a big factor, a dominant factor there. But here in the Philippines, different because he's 7'2", 7'3", and obviously that's a big advantage. No?
Tama yun, no? And siyempre, lots of hula-baloo, lots of hype
Yeah.
sa kanyang pagdating dito kasi nga legitimate NBA player. Just
Yeah.
like their usual import na si RHJ,
Yeah.
who is out with an injury. But let's go back to what they did noong Philippine Cup just last conference. 8-3 ang kanilang record, Doc. 3rd seed sila. Ramped through the first couple of playoff rounds. But then in the finals, they faltered.
Yeah, well, they went up against the most dominant all-Filipino team for the last few years, and we're talking about the San Miguel team. And you're looking at this lineup right now, a lot of familiar names, but obviously the return of Jason Castro is going to help them. The other thing, however, and I look at this, and I was going to tell you, without Kelly Williams, without Poy Eram, who are good, legitimate big men, you know, they're not as strong as what people think they are. Because those guys are veterans that can play on the outside. They got Justin Chuo to come in, and maybe he can help, but he's only a legitimate, maybe 6'5", 6'6" player, and he's no longer the Justin Chuo of old, no?
So they're hoping this guy, Bol Bol, can fill in some of the gaps na mawawala dahil nga wala si Kelly, wala si Poy. Bol Bol, highly touted, 7'3", nabanggit na nga ni Doc yan, just 26 years old from the South Sudan and the USA. Played for the Oregon Ducks in the US NCAA. Played for 3 teams, 202 ball games. And you said his averages earlier.
Yeah.
And he's got some talent. May highlight reels yan na nakikita online.
Yeah.
And so you're wondering, you know, what can he do? Can it translate into the PBA game?
Yeah, well, that's another thing, because remember, he came in maybe about a couple of weeks ago, and there certainly is a different style of the game for TNT compared to some of the NBA teams. I think the most important thing about him is because of his father.
Yeah.
Manut Bol, I think, is the father, right?
Yes.
And Manut, who has already passed away, so sad, no? But obviously, the guy was a real big NBA legend because they really loved him. You know, people really found him very friendly, and you know, he was able to get many years in the NBA simply because he was a very reliable type of player.
That's right. He could block shots.
Yeah.
And he would never back down from a fight. And let's see kung ganun din ang mangyayari sa kanyang anak. Ito naman si Calvin Oftana, pangiti-ngiti dyan sa ating kuha. And you look at Calvin Oftana, he was their leading scorer in the Philippine Cup.
Yeah.
And we know what he can do. You know, yung talagang outside shooting, saksak sa basket. He's all-around that type of player, can rebound as well, Doc. But he needs to do it, you know, take charge of this team already. I think they're really giving him the reins.
Well, Calvin Oftana is a legitimate superstar already in the PBA. He has built himself up. He has also been a good contributor for Gilas. He's averaging 18.5 points a ball game on 45% shooting. Very high from three-point territory at 42%. 6 rebounds, maybe could add a little bit more to that, plus 2.1 assists. But he has to be consistent. There are games he just goes off, and there are games he completely disappears from the court for several quarters, and they cannot afford that from their biggest player, no?
That's right. So, kailangan nakapokus itong si number 8 para kay Coach Shot Reyes. Kaya lead his team sa kanilang unang sabak dito sa Commissioner's Cup. But then he has some help, of course, because the return of Jason Castro, you said it earlier, Doc, really changes things. It really helps them because yung savvy pa lang niya, whenever he comes on the court, he's a threat.
You know, and because of the fact that he has rested, I'm sure that he's very eager. I came in and we grabbed each other and I said, I'm glad you're back.
Yeah.
He said, I still have 1.5 years and I'm going to give it my best. 10.5 points a ball game on his previous attempts, 52%, 53% from three-point territory and 3.6 assists. Jason gives you a lot more than scoring. He may not be that strong a defender anymore, but certainly he can control the tempo of the ball game.
That's right. So there you have it for the TNT Tropang 5G. Just a little more on this team from Eileen Shi.
Hapon sa inyo. Ito ang unang beses na maglalaro si Bobo outside of the United States and in a foreign country. Kaya naman for a self-proclaimed introvert like him, kailangan hindi lang ang playing style ang kanyang i-adjust. Ang mas malaking challenge is getting used to the attention, the hype, and the expectation. This is exactly why nagkusang loob na si Simon Enciso to make him feel more at ease, giving him an open door invite to his home para namang may support system siya kahit paano dito sa Pilipinas. Iisa lang ang kanya naging practice game with TNT bago ang laro, kaya ika nga ni Coach Sandy Arespa-Cochaga, coming into today, there are still question marks about what he can be for TNT. But ang kailangan natin malaman is that apart from his tough exterior, mabait na player si Bol. Marami siyang kayang gawin to impact the game, pero ang mas importante is that he plays within our system. Balik sa inyo.
That was Eileen Shi talking about this guy, si Bol, and I guess Simon Enciso is his Muggsy Bogues. Yung dumating siya sa Washington Bullets, yung kanyang airpods na si Manud, si Muggsy Bogues ang katandem niya doon. Now we'll go over to the Rain or Shine side. They've already had one game in this conference. They won that against the guest team, the Macau Knights. And in that game, yung maganda kanilang pinakita talaga. They dominated in practically every statistical category.
Yeah, and they won that ball game by 7 points. You know, in the beginning, Macau was leading in that ball game, and Rain or Shine had to come in big with the fourth quarter. But, you know, I'm a little worried about this Macau team because they do have the guard line, exactly what TNT has. Those guys in the guard lines are all good scorers, and they can play. But the big man is a big difference for the Macau team, and I thought that was what Rain or Shine exploited against them.
Right.
Now, in that ball game, you can see the rebounds, 69 to 46. 23 rebound difference means you get about at least 10 or 11 good shots at the basket. At 50%, that's already 20 points or more. Di ba?
That's right. And a lot of those rebounds were on the offensive end. Kaya naman sa second chance points, dominado rin ng Rain or Shine yon. So, you know, just a good performance from them. And this guy was at the forefront of that, si Jalen Johnson, ang kanilang import, who likes to celebrate when he makes his shots. And he told me earlier, Doc, he would shimmy and do that little dance ever since, as far back as he can remember. And he was enjoying in that game against Macau.
Yeah, well, ang dami na nga Jalen Johnson. Jalen is a very popular name among NBA players nowadays. It can be spelled J-A-L-E-N, it can be spelled J-A-Y-L-I-N. But he had 29 points on 50% shooting with 24 rebounds and 6 assists. Okay na yun. Very, very good performance na yun.
Okay na okay. And you know, he's really high on his teammates, says that they're really together at mukhang iisa talaga ang kanilang layunin, which is to make it far in this conference. That's him on your screens. Plus, he's a very pleasant personality. You know, yung mga kasamahan natin dito sa coverage were saying that he's really just a darling to speak with. So, let's see how he does later on. Yan naman, we got a glimpse of him, pero tumalikod na rin. Si Adrian Nokum, one of the most exciting players in the league right now, likes to play open court, can dish it out, can attack the basket as well, and he's a high flyer, Doc. Nokum quickly becoming one of the main guys para kay Coach Yeng.
Yeah, well, malaki na ang talagang tiwala ni Coach Yeng sa kanya. And actually, pwede siguro sabihin ni Yeng, I made this guy. 19 points in the previous game against Macau, had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and also 4 steals, no? So a pretty decent game. 15 of those game points were in the first half. Medyo na-solve siya sa second half. Medyo bumagal ang kanyang scoring. pero importante, nanalo sila. Di ba?
That's right, and the fans love him. Look at that. No, kanina pa may nagpapapicture dyan kay Adrian Nocum. And then if you want some muscle to back up Jalen Johnson, this is the guy. He's undersized, but he plays all heart, all out, all the time. Such effort mula kay Jonard Clarito. And he can really inflict damage on the opponent. He can score. He guards really well. Tapos talagang yung energy niya, Doc, makakaiba.
Yeah, he had 9 rebounds also in that ball game. That's part of their big domination of the boards in that ball game. He also got the fragrant foul.
Yes.
I remember that. Parang sinasabi niya, hindi. Pero itinulak niya yung tao na way at the end of it. And there was really an unnecessary foul. That's,
I agree.
Hindi naman niya gusto isaktan yung tao, pero hindi niya bibigyan ng layup.
Yeah.
So, nangyari, yun ang na sa kanya. But he came back with the vengeance because when he served his sentence, pagbalik niya, maayos naman ang laro niya.
Yeah, he made sure na naramdaman nung tiga Macau ang foul na yun. No? Hindi siya makakalimutan. So there they are getting ready. Rainer Shine looking for win number 2. Siyempre, gusto nilang regaluhan ang kanilang coach na si Hieng Giao, pati ang assistant nila na si Caloy Garcia na sabay nag-birthday kahapon lamang. And siyempre, belated birthday gift sa kanilang mga coaches would be great. But then, of course, there's Coach Chot on this side. And siyempre, gusto rin siyang handugan ng kanyang mga players ng pangunahing panalo dito sa ating conference. Bol, of course, is the focus of everybody here. When he came out for warm-ups earlier, Doc, the entire arena, all the fans, nakapokus sa kanya, seeing how he warms up. No? So we'll find out soon what he can do during the game. We're going to throw it over now to Mark Luzon, our venue announcer. He's going to call on the starting fives for the Tropa and the E-Painters.
The Rainer Shine Elasto Painters. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the TNT Tropang 5G. Head guard from Opol, Misamis Oriental, number 6, Ray Nambata. From Tondo, Manila, at guard number 15, Jordan Heading. At center, number 1, Ball Manute Ball. At forward from Dumaguete, number 8, Kelvin Octana. And from La Union, also at forward, number 45, Brendan Ganuelas Rosser. Head coach for TNT, Shot Reyes. And now, here are the starters for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. From Lukban, Quezon, at guard, number 14, Andre Caracot. Also at guard from Batangas City, number 3, Gian Mamuya. At center, number 7, Jalen Johnson. From Lapu-Lapu, Cebu, at forward, number 25, Leonard Santillan. And also at forward from Cebu, number 0, Kalen Johnson. Head coach for Rain or Shine is Hieng Giao. Game officials are Romel Gruda, Jenny Licandro,
Mga opisyalis natin sa laban ito, Romel Gruda on the left together with Janine Nicandro, Kenny Halig, and Jerome Gai. They'll be blowing the whistles for this game. These are the starters for coaches Chot Reyes and Hieng Giao respectively. Siyempre, mga import ang mga sentro nila. And should be a good matchup. You know, you look at that backcourt, the Doc, you were mentioning it earlier. Nambatak and Heading, a good pair. Jason Castro is there as well. But on the other side, you know, guys like Caracot and Mamuyak, these are youngsters who are looking to prove themselves against the veterans.
Yes. And if you look at the lineup again tonight, wala na naman si Roger Pugoy.
Yes.
Dapat yan ang two-guard nila dyan. Eh. Pero because of him being absent, napunta ka agad si Heading dyan sa starting lineup. So tatlo yung very important players ang wala. Look at that. He got the top, but he didn't tap it to the right person.
That's right. And immediately, Mamuyak attacks the basket. Draws the first 2 points ng ating laban. Wala pang 3 seconds yun. Nakascore na agad ang Ross.
Simply because of a nice get from the jump ball situation. No?
Oh, they're going to call a travel. A little hop, says referee Halig to Ray Nambatak. And unang possession ng TNT results in a turnover right away. But nakita mo yan, sandaling-sandali lang binigay kay Bol yung bola sa possession na yun.
Medyo sigawan ng tao.
The crowd is cheering right away.
I really don't know. I mean, if that was somebody else, you know.
Here's Johnson, kicks it over to Santi. That's off target. Rebound taken by BGR.
Alam mo siguro yung galaw ni ng batak na yun, maraming ibang teams nagpapaala.
and immediately hoists up a three-pointer. And Kalen Tiongson, who is a more veteran player than Bol, will regret doing what he did. He jumped forward, bumped into the three-point shooter, and they're going to give 3 free throws to Bol.
Ang problema niyan, you know,
Oh, bit of a smile,
7'3", the guy's only about 6'5".
Yeah.
So ang layo ng look at how small he is. But he jumps into him. You know, this guy, I remember him. He liked to take a lot of three-point shots sa corners.
Yes.
When he was playing for Denver or whatever, you know, Phoenix, doon ko nakikita yung three-point attempts niya. Medyo review yan kung inapakan o hindi. Di ba? Yung landing spot siguro niya.
That's right. That's why they're reviewing it.
Yeah.
And we're going to find out now if it's just a regular foul. Yes, it's just a regular foul. So 3 free throws for Bol. Kausap ko si assistant coach Rani Del De Ocampo kanina, Doc. And he was saying, that's the thing with Bol. He can take those outside shots. He doesn't care if there's someone rushing at him. Because he's so tall, alam niya, hindi naman maaabutan nung nagcha-challenge sa kanya, di ba? And that's what happened there.
Well, today I saw somebody as tall as he is just really demolish the opponent, and that is Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, yes. He won the game, no? Para
He
sa
won the
kanyang
game
opponent.
on the last shot. But before that, he was hitting some three-point shots. 32 in the game, plus double figures in rebounds.
So shaky start para kay Bol. Sa laban na ito, misses the first 2 free throws. This one is the last. And he adjusts and gets his first point as a PBA import.
I mean, that's surprising na medyo. Pero yung Pilipino, iba talaga eh. Pag may NBA pedigree ka, they come and look at you. Ito, tingnan mo, this guy has it.
Yan yung konting shimmy niya. That little dance that he does after he hits the basket. Jalen Johnson just enjoying life, enjoying playing here in the PBA. Here's Bol, checking out the defender. He'll try again. That's short. Rebound taken by Oftana. He'll try from 3. That's off target. And Bol able to save it. He was probably the only player who could have saved that shot sa kanyang
Wala pa
habang.
rin, tapos pa rin.
You know, I think he's a bit over-eager at this point.
Hindi, well.
Oh, Johnson's not gonna take that.
Mahirap tumira ng gano'n. Bawal yun.
Nice decision on the part of Johnson. Ayaw niya ma-block.
Bawal yun.
Mamuyak attacking the defense. It's a miss. Bol gets the rebound. He's got some ball handling skills. Up ahead to Oftana. Oftana, diretso sa basket. Draws the foul. Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Kalen. He can't believe it. He will protest.
Pangalawang foul na niya kaagad.
Yun na nga.
Bilis,
Kaya nga complain agad siya. He felt he drew the charge. He wants to see it on the big screen.
Hindi, pero ang problema, aangal kaagad si Coach Yeng kung ang tingin niya talagang, I've seen a lot. I've seen it since the 70s.
Tama. Alam natin yan, Doc. Di ba? Ang dami talaga naglalaro dito. Especially back in the 70s and 80s. There were high draft picks, yung mga first rounders and really star players who would come here. You know, guys like Kevin Porter,
The guy who
Billy Ray
played
Bates.
for my team where we won a championship, first of all, Glenn McDonald and
Aaron James, both legit NBA players.
Aaron James was a 2-time NCAA collegiate top scorer
That's right.
before playing for the Jazz.
That's right. Utah Jazz. Si Glenn McDonald, alam ng lahat. Celtics naman yan. Nag-champion din yan. Karakot the bounce to JJ. JJ trying to body. Bol, hook shot won't drop. BGR clears the board. 5-3, chance to tie or take the lead para sa TNT. Nambata. Around the screen, will attack. Put it up. And it drops para kay Stingray.
Important thing here for Chot, and he is that kind of a coach. He knows he cannot rely on the import. He's got to get his local players involved, and they have to believe in that. Hindi tayo pupunta sa import natin. Tayo maglalaro ng laro natin.
Look at that crowd reacting.
Blinaka na naman eh.
Bol now handling, will attack. And get this first field goal.
May warning kayo. Pwede siya mabigyan ng warning. And those are the things that he must realize. Ginamit niya yung ulo dahil sa South Sudan, mahilig sa football.
Yeah.
Ginamit niya yung ulo.
Hander para ipasa yung bola.
Delay the game yun.
You're not even supposed to handle it after you make the basket already. So
Those are the things that imports have to learn. No?
note the warning. The next time they do something like that, technical foul na yan. Jalen handing it off to Mamuyak. Balik kay JJ. Open from 3.
Dalawa na yan.
So Johnson has shown that he can hit that trifecta.
Yeah.
Can't leave him open from there. I think they missed the scouting report. That was 2 open shots para sa kanya.
Well, siguro sinasabi niya, kung di ka lalabas dito, akong bahala sa iyo.
Ayan na. Bol getting his bearings. And that's his second field goal. He's got 5 points in the game.
His counterpart has 6 in the ball game. So magandang matchup nila so far.
Mamuyak, corner. Lefty 3 on the way. Mintis up ahead now to Brandon. Brandon lost it. Tried to get it back. Rainer Shine heading the other way. Karakot down to Manaytay. Manaytay will face against the smaller player heading. Tried to go cross court. Umabot rin kay Santi yung pasa. JJ na naman from 3. Ayun na! Shot na puntos and JJ gives Bol a nice smile. Got you there, big man, sabi niya.
Tinitignan lang kasi ni di ba? Pinapabayaan niya tumira
Bol now heading to the basket. Drops it over. Brandon can't finish, but he's fouled on the way up at dalawang free throws para kay BGR.
Now that's difficult to defend. If he's driving to the basket and he's passing to his teammates who are open, medyo mabigat para sa kupunan nila yan. Like here, this was the first one attempt. Yung pangalawa niya, sumaksak siya, nag-double team kagad, binagsak niya yung pasa. And another 3-point shot here.
Not that 3 from JJ. 3-pointer brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Brandon hits the first free throw. It's 11-10. Chance to tie with his second free throw. 7:41 sa ating first quarter. We're early in this first game ng ating doubleheader. There's a second game later on, Doc. It's the guest team, Macau.
And Macau is already 0-2.
That's right. Up ahead, Santi. Sumide step. Oh,
Huli
look at that
talaga.
block. He's gonna get a lot of those.
Huli talaga sa area yun.
Bull. One more time. Oh! And he's enjoying right now. Screams out up into the rafters. Fans getting a treat right now.
Maiiyak ka talaga di ba?
They're gonna check it because I think he slapped the board.
And
Yeah, if he did, that's gonna count.
yeah, because sa ating rules, bawal yan.
Yeah, so they might have to remind him that if he indeed slapped it. Let's see. Here's a smile from the younger Bull. You know, and really looks so much like his father.
Yeah,
Diba?
yeah.
Just a little shorter. Ganun katangkad yung kanyang ama.
Ganun kahaba mga
Oh, he did.
kamay.
He did slap the corner.
He slapped the board. Kaya nga, I thought that the guy was not afraid when he made that reverse layup.
Quick review ng ating mga referees. You know, they whistled, they halted the action after that just to make sure whether the basket should count. But immediately, he's already shown that he can get to you. That's a haba niya. You think he's not gonna reach it. No basket interference. Okay. So not considered basket interference. That's a legit challenge. And he changed the shot for sure, Doc.
Yeah.
Dun sa kanyang pagtalo na yun.
At ang referee siyang huminto ng laro na yon to inspect, to
Right.
check.
Bo looking for BGR. Taken away by JJ. Medyo mahina yung pasa. Karakot up ahead. Manaytay decides to drop it for Santi, who cannot complete the play.
Naiilang.
Brandon to the trailer heading in one motion. Mintis. Rebound taken by Santi. That's a reach-in foul from Ray Nambatak, the former Elasto Painter.
Nga pala, this is where he started his career.
Diyan siya nabansag ang Stingray.
Yeah.
Then may mga last shots siya na sa mga dikit na laban, Doc. Then he went to Blackwater for a short stint.
He wanted to move on and they traded him to Blackwater, who eventually traded him to TNT.
Floating in the air but missing the layup is Mamuyak. And then last touch pa si Johnson sa ilalim.
Yeah.
Sabi ni referee Janine, it's gonna head towards TNT, looking to build on this 2-point lead. Not even halfway through quarter number 1 here at the Big Dome.
Lot of excitement being displayed by a nice crowd here. We get a chance to see Ginebra for the first time later on in the second game. And San Miguel on Saturday yata ang unang laro nila.
Here's Bol again. He's hitting baskets in that inside the paint area. And you know, the thing about Ginebra, Doc, you mentioned them.
Yeah.
I was talking to the parking attendant din sa parkingan sa labas. Yeah, I'm a Ginebra fan. I just want to see Justin Brownlee. So after all these years, they still want to see Justin Brownlee. And they will later on.
Well, Now he's going to compete against a different set of imports. Halos maraming bago na imports ngayon. No? And let's see what he can do. No? Because remember, he's going to be the shortest import.
Correct, by far. By far. Doc, and the thing now is the pressure is on guys like Japet Aguilar.
Yeah.
And those other big guys, if Isaac's coming back to compete against these 7-footers. Nice drop from Ofdana. Blocked from behind, Jalen Johnson.
Pero may kinuha silang bago, di ba? They got Ken Marcarino.
Let's see if he's suited up para maglaro na mamaya kasi coming from an injury.
And also si Isaac Go kung makakabalik na. No?
Right.
Kailangan nila yung mga yun.
Here's Brandon. They go to Bol. Bol looking to shoot again. Tuloy-tuloy na. Sunod-sunod na ang pag-shoot. He's got 11 in the game.
Alam mo, we're never going to be 7-3. But siguro kung nandun ka, parang ang tingin mo, ang laki ng ang range ng saan ka titingin na, bakit ang laki ng goal?
Yeah. When he takes a jump shot, he's practically looking into the rim already.
Exactly nga.
An offensive foul called against Rainer Shine, and the ball will be with TNT after this timeout.
Oh, because nagkaka-cross for getting cross matchups on transition. Oh, let's run some away action. Okay, Ray, Calvin, Brandon, and Bor right here. Okay, Jordan. So we come through, Ray. Get the screen right away for Calvin. If he's not there, curl that Calvin and get into our action. Okay? But if Calvin is free, get him the ball, cut Ray, and then let's go. Attack tayo. Let's go. Focus more on your defense, guys. Come on.
Maaga pa lang sa ating laban, Doc. Pero titingnan na natin sa ball test yung import matchup. Initially, medyo shaky si Bol, but he's found his bearings. Jalen Johnson, 3 3-pointers. So 11-9 in scoring, but 2 blocks for Bol and a couple more intimidations with that length that he has. It should be a good one throughout this game, itong labanan na to.
Yeah. Of course, hindi rin pumapaul ito si Johnson. Why siya? Dahil, the one thing that you usually do is you foul a guy that's really that big a scorer or scoring that much over you. Pero siya, he keeps away from picking up fouls. We have a very nice crowd. Of course, it's a holiday today, but also I think excited to watch some of the good teams.
Batak attacking the basket, gets another layup. 19-11, 8-point spread. Pabor sa Tropang 5G. Karakut trying to direct the offense. Tells Manaytay to set a screen. Then he gets it. Here's Manaytay getting into the paint. And then missing the layup. Johnson, the tip-in won't go as well. Dark Search trying to run, pero 3-on-3 ang labanan. Nambata kicks to the corner, heading 3. Short. Rebound Karakut up ahead to Manaytay. Now with Karakut, top of the key. 3 is short.
See, I think I said already 2 open looks at the 3-point shot, Something that you probably, if it was Pogoy, he's not going to miss that. The 2 open looks like that. And that's why Heading has been taken out. Jason Castro gets a thunderous applause.
That's right.
Ito kasi ang servisyo nito para sa Pilipino, ibang klase.
That's right. Tuntuan na nga yung fans dito sa PBA. I mean, even the opposing players, hindi galit dyan kay Jason Castro. They still like it. And then, yung servisyo niya sa Gilas Pilipinas, 2-time mythical team member in the FIBA Asia. So, what a guy.
Ito?
Yun na! Apat na para kay Jalen Johnson. 4 3-pointers. Lahat ng puntos niya, Doc, from Rainbow Country.
12 na nga, Pero kumapit, that's gonna be a foul. Nawalang tawag ang referee.
Hoy! Kung pumasok yun, kakaiba na talaga. He was looking for the whistle. But Karakut straight into the chest of Jason Castro, knowing that Jason Castro's coming up from a long layoff and then just checked into the game.
I thought that he even looked a little bit fat when I came on. Of course, medyo ibang muscles, pero little bit bigger in body size than he was before his injuries.
Here's Castro. He'll take a three. Oh no, that is a three. Missed, however. So Rainer Shine quickly coming back. Down by 8. Now it's just 3. Oh, they're gonna call a foul
Yeah, I thought he
on
fouled
Ball.
him.
And he's complaining to referee Halik. Coach Chot is livid as well. He can't believe na tinawagan yung 7-3 import niya. The player kasi went into him. Watch this. So, binangga siyang ganun. But
That was
I
Blanca.
don't know. I think he stayed within his airspace, Doc.
Yeah, at saka you don't make that kind of call. It takes, you know, that referee's been there for a couple of years now, but he's never really been on another level where you can meet the other keep guys like Janinis, who's been there for a long time. She does a good job.
Si Romel, lalo.
Yeah, of course.
Jonah Clarido, the man we talked about at the top of the coverage, is now in the game. He replaces Santi Santillan. So that's Ball's first personal.
Wala pareho. Sometimes there is justice talaga eh. di ba?
The Ball don't lie.
Yeah. I mean, don't make that kind of a call. Yeah.
Ito si Ball, gives it to Castro. Castro will attack. Left it for Glenn. Comuntin 3 from the corner.
Yan ang unang attempt pa lamang. Muntik na nagka-turnover dun. Medyo nagmamadali dito ang Rainer Shine.
Buti na habol. And then, that's a bump at the post from Brandon. Well, because Johnson's easily maybe 15 pounds and a little bit taller than he is. Yeah.
And more experience.
Henry Galinato Jr. is forced to come in dahil sa foul ni Brandon. There's that 3 from Cobuntin. And we know that Glenn likes to do that kahit sa mga championship series.
Coach Yeng, maagang pinahinga yung kanyang import. He has gotten 12 points already from him. So superb na ang kanyang performance.
That's right. And they put in a player who's been around for 3 seasons but has hardly played, si Luis Villegas, who might get some extended minutes if he's finally healthy. Ayan na nga siya. He bounces it over. Gets it back. Oh, blocked away! Can't just do that when there's a 7-3 guy in front of you, Luis. They tend to forget. The last game I covered a couple of days ago, Doc, nakakalimutan ng ibang mga player na may mga 7-footer tayo eh.
Yeah.
You take an easy layup against Kyler Kelly or against Marvin Jones and si Mubashar Ali, you might get it.
Magaling rin yun si Ali. I like him.
Might get it blocked back into your face. So 22-16 is our score as the Ball gets his 3rd block shot already. First quarter pa lang, 2:59 to go. And timeout is called.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang na.
You either involve him in the ball.
Ito sinabi ni Coach Yeng Giao na masyadong matindi si Ball na parang may dalang machine gun to a knife fight. It's unfair. Well, he scored 11 points in the game. But I think he's making a bigger impact on the defensive end right now because 3 block shots already and a couple of alterations because of his mere presence. Dahil nga sa haba niya, sa tangkad niya. But now he's back at the line. 2 free throws for Ball Manut Ball. His whole name is Ball Manut Badut Ball.
Tatlong miss na yan sa free throw. No?
Yeah.
Remember his first attempt was 3 free throws. He missed the first 2. Made only 1. You know, during that, syempre, Rain or Shine was asking for a goaltending violation. Parehong short ang free throws.
Yeah.
So, you know, they can review that. Kasi kung goaltending yun, they will change it. During that break, they can review that. Yeah.
Villegas, top of the key. That's a three. And Luis must feel really good because, you know, he seems to be in shape. He's all good, and he knocks down a three-pointer. Ball. Muntik na magawan, able to recover. Passing inside to Glenn, creating space. Jumper is good!
Those guys know how to take advantage because they are veteran players. They are all cutting from the corners, no?
Lefty jumper misses everything. Here's Ball showing some ball handling at 7-3.
Nice pass.
Aurin kind of bobbled it. Probably would have gotten a layup kung nasalo niya agad. Balik kay Ball. Look at that defender. Looks like a little child trying to guard him. Turnaround jumper.
May foul talaga yun. And I would keep on fouling him until he makes free throws.
Tama. Kailangan niya patunayan na kaya pala niya mag-free throws.
He has already missed 4 of the 5 given him.
Yep, 1 out of 5 so far from the stripe. And look at Villegas. He's lost some weight.
Yeah.
And he's looking more frisky now.
Puro kasi yung injury niya, puro sa legs eh. Ang hirap nun eh.
Yeah.
You know, you can't run, you can't get yourself into good shape, you know. That's one thing when you have a knee or an ankle injury. It's really hard to get to yourself and keep yourself in shape.
Yeah, ask Grant Hill about that.
Yeah. Because he was supposed to be the next coming of the MJ.
Yes, sir.
Ayun na naman, pero may nag-follow up. Nakakalimutan nila, nandiyan si Galinato. By the way, the import has come back, si Johnson.
Yeah. Kasi 8-point lead na para sa TNT. Underneath, Jonard Clarito doing his thing. Nice drop pass to him as well.
Maganda yung atake ng Rain or Shine. Mabilis. Right down the middle kaagad, not waiting.
Here's Ball, he'll try a 3.
Foul
And
na
he's
naman.
fouled again.
And this time, yung import na ang pumaul.
Pero 3 free throws na naman. So can he be better from the line than he has been so far?
You know, pero if you give a person in the Philippines, he's going to become a better free throw shooter.
Okay.
If he keeps on going to the line, as the games go along, masasanay ka eh. You know, and you're getting exposure eh. Eh doon sa NBA, hindi naman siya pinapaul ng mga
Yeah, but he got that one to drop.
bounce.
Ha?
He got a
Masyado
good
malakas
bounce.
yun.
He got a good bounce lang.
Ito yung numbers niya in his 202 games played in the
6.2%.
NBA.
But those 55% are all close to the basket. Not necessarily dunks, but all close to the basket. And he can shoot the three-point shot. I've seen him do
33%
that.
ang kanyang porsyento dyan.
Ayun, 3 out of 3.
And that lead has grown to 9. That's the biggest lead of the game so far, 30-21. Anton Asistio takes the jumper. That rolls out.
Lumabas.
And look at that rebound. You know, para kay
Simple
Ball.
lang,
Over the rim niya kinukuha eh. The turn, left
Nice
for
pass.
Galinato. And Henry gets his second field goal on a nice pass mula kay Ball.
Nakakatatlong assist na yan. Clearly. Clear. He could have had another one if Aurin had picked it up quick.
Di may talento talaga. Well, dito may talento rin. Adrian Noco bumatake sa basket. Umupo pa sa ere ng konti bago sumut.
32-23. Siyam ang lamang dito ng TNT.
Pero si Ball showing his NBA skills. Eh, no? Doc?
Tumira ulit ang 3. In and out.
Trying to get that range. Ayaw pa rin. Noco will hook it over to Villegas. Another one. This one rolls off. Johnson, power up. Sabi nila, laki ng katawan mo, Galinato. Mas malaki sa'yo si Jalen Johnson.
Well, ang problema niya, si Ball stayed on the outside. Never went to the rebound. But Castro is going in. The first 2 points sa return.
You know, blur. You know, you can say he's lost a step. But he probably has. But he was 10 steps ahead before. So now he's only about 9 steps ahead. Di ba?
We love this guy. Ang dami natin pinagsamahan nito eh.
Correct. Asistio leaving it for Johnson. He'll try.
Wala na yan. Nakita na ni Castro kaagad eh. Kaya hindi niya binigyan.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, abot yan.
Clarito could have made it. You know, had that gone in, baka counted pa yun. But a strong first quarter from TNT. And Ball has given the fans a little bit of what they've been expecting. Block shots. Couple of rebounds, assisting, sabi nga ni Doc. Saka 15 points na, quarter 1 pa lang para kay Bol Bol. And his team is up by 9 at the end of 1.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ako sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang na.
On this Friday afternoon dito sa Smart Araneta Coliseum, Mr. Raymond Yu is there watching the action dito sa Big Dome. MVP is there and Ricky Vargas andyan din. Manunood ng laro.
Gusto rin siguro mapanood ni MVP talaga ito. Yes, never have I seen him for the first game. Pag finals, nandyan yan.
Oo, kaya nga eh. But there's lots of hype nga eh because of the import.
He
you know.
probably wants to also see how the team is.
Henry missing and then getting it back.
He's really improved a lot. No? I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, they're going to miss Kelly and Aaron for quite a while. But the improvement of Henry certainly has helped them.
That's right. He helped them out their runs to the finals.
Nice shot. Kitang-kita mo yun.
Knock him with an outside shot.
Pag bitaw pa lang, alam mo na.
Yeah, he's
But
got a
I think
couple
that
of
might
field
be
goals.
a warning here or whatever.
Delay of game then.
Yeah, I think so also. May humawak rin.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson ang tinawagan. So each import has gotten a call for delay of the game.
36-27. Still lingering on that 9-point lead. But Rain or Shine continues to just pound, you know, keep in step. But meantime, nagpapahinga dito si Ball. Nandun naman sa loob si Johnson, no?
Right. So the size really changes para sa TNT pag wala si Ball. Brandon now is their biggest guy. Castro handing over to Aurin. Kim has been quiet. Gets into the paint and finally scores.
Opportunity for him to get playing time here dahil wala nga si Roger Pogoy eh, kasi yan ang position talaga nun eh.
Tama.
And you know, may konting tiwala naman sa kanya si Coach Coach Chot. So he's got to repay that trust.
Castro handling. He'll take a top of the key three.
Yes.
And it's as if he's never left.
Yun ang sinasabi ko eh. You know, in the point of Jason being able to score, heading is good. When he's on, he's on. But when he's not making shots, he doesn't drive to the basket. Di katulad ni Jason, ang unang drive niya, basket eh.
Kick to Adrian. That's a
Open
4
shot.
if it drops.
Uy, in and out.
Almost got that 4 to drop. Unang 4-point shot sana sa laban na ito. 14-point lead for TNT.
Ang ulitin pa.
Oh! And he got hit. So he missed the 3-pointer. It rattled out.
In and out eh.
Yeah, but then he's going to get 3 from the line anyway. So the same result could happen. Could bring up this lead to 17 if he converts all 3. So Castro, you know, he's such a smart player as well. So if he feels something dun sa injury niya, he'll adjust accordingly. You know, it was in already. Decided to pop out. Grabe, ito si Jason Castro been around the league for a long time. And
It's been a long while since Jimmy Alapagas and played them. We remember when they were in tandem together.
oh, imagine yung backcourt na yun, magkasama silang dalawa.
Pwede kang lamang ng 10 points sa first quarter dyan. Pagdating na halftime, down by 12 kayo.
Yeah.
Because they were so prolific in scoring yung dalawang yun.
And they ran together not just here in the PBA, but also for Gilas Pilipinas. Here's that 3 from Jason. It's brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Kaya nga inulit niya because he liked the feet. He felt good with that shot. Bobelga is seeing action for the first time.
Yeah.
Had very little minutes in their first game against Macau. Yeah. Had a good foul against, sino ba yung point guard dun? ng Macau. Small guy.
Hindi ba si Chong Kui?
Yeah, binanggan niya.
Well, that's what Bo Belga does. In fact, niloko ko si Bo kanina. Pag siya nakabantay kay Bol, paano kaya mangyayari doon, di ba? There's a one-hander from Jonard Clarito.
Clarito and Nocum have really gone a long way.
That's a foul on Villegas, though. And that's going to be a three-point play opportunity para kay BGR. Going to move to the line for the bonus free throw. And we'll turn it over now to Eileen.
Attorney Charlie and Doc J, pagkatapos ng ilang minuto sa court, nagsimula ng uminit si Bolbol. Kaya naman in the latest huddle, Coach Yang Yao expressed na 2 bagay lang ang kailangan nilang gawin kay Bol. Isa nga dyan, it's either they involve him in our ball screen or make him stand at the corner. Ang hinihingi daw is simple lang, pero dyan daw nila makukuha ang kanilang flow. Sinabihan rin niya si Luis Villegas to keep on shooting his shots para naman matapyasan nila ang abante ng TNT. Balik sa inyo.
Villegas.
Short.
1 out of 3 so far. Look at the hustle from Clarito, but he saves it to the wrong fellow. Kim Orin running full speed. Left it for Glenn. Nothing there. Bo Belga now gonna head the other way. Andun si Jonard. And then shoves it over to Nocum. What a pass. And the finish from high-flying Adrian.
Ang nangyari sa overkill ang fast break ng TNT. 4 on 2 eh. Pagbalik nila, isa lang ang defender nila sa likod.
Kobuntin. Oh, almost threw that one away. Brandon had to go out and track it, and then he hits the side of the board with a second to go on the shot clock. Nothing there. Chance for Rainer Shine to hit baskets in a row. Look at that move. Oh, the block from BGR, and then he fell over his own teammate. And he's lucky he didn't fall badly, ha? Na maganda yung bagsak niya kasi nasahod siya ni Ray ng batak ng sarili niyang kakampi.
Yeah, alam mo, minsan athletic ka, but you have to know how to protect yourself.
Watch this, oh.
May foul na yun. Look at this, no? Look at the way he lands. You know, he could have easily been out for weeks or years, you know, with that kind of form, you know. Chine-check nila kung ka-count yun. Yung bato na yun. The foul was already there.
Looks like a good block upstairs.
Yeah, if it's a clear block, it's 2 free throws. If not, it's an N1 situation.
Another review, and we review lots of things. Too many things sometimes, I think. So basket is good. Goaltending ang tinawag against Brandon. And he can't believe it. He's in a discussion now with Romel Gruta, the crew chief. So bonus free throw nga mangyayari rito, Doc.
Yeah, as an N1 situation yun.
So all that effort.
And you almost got hurt.
Yeah, you almost got hurt. Tapos,
that's one thing that he really has. Even, you know, earlier, remember in that fast break here, tumama na sa board. Kaya nga, ayaw ko kung hinampas niya ng nakatama na yung bola sa board.
But that was a close call, huh, I think. Dami ng free throws ng TNT, 13 of 18, and all the misses, I think, are from Bol.
Castro had 3, right?
Yeah. Down to 13 is the lead. Outside shot, no go. And look at the way Nocum went all the way up to get that rebound. Now he's pushing it. Goes around Bol. Can't complete it, however. Aurin to Nambatak. And then Belga boxes Bol out of the way. Clarito now will attack Brandon. Leave it for JJ. And Brandon will give up the foul and knock Johnson to the ground.
Yeah.
Now they're going to review it again.
Too many reviews in this ball game.
Too many reviews, I think. You know,
everything's being reviewed.
And if you can't call it right the first time, well, there must be something wrong. But yeah, so they're saying kasi may hawak pa raw and all of that. But
it's a very quick review, so probably nothing to it.
You know, Doc, remember those times when things were much simpler, no? Foul or no foul. Ano lang yun eh.
Well, of course, wala rin tayong masyadong slow-mo noon, so sometimes talagang maraming mali ang referee, di ba? But, you know, you have to live with that. But now, everything... Parang wala ka ng tiwala sa referee.
Everything's on camera now. We're in the Truman Show, Doc. So wala tayong magagawa. So ito si Johnson misses the first free throw. As great a shooter as he is.
Well,
kanyang free throw din.
everybody misses free throws.
And here's Chua, no? You talked about him
Yeah,
earlier.
Justin.
This is his third stint, I think, with TNT.
Yeah, kung
He's
nasa
been-
Meralco yan, kung saan nagpunta
Yeah,
yan.
Phoenix.
Punta sa Blackwater
Nag-rain or shine din yan at one
Rain or
point.
shine, Blackwater. Dalawang mintis. Pero hindi na...
Yeah.
Look at that. You come into the ball game, the ball falls on you, and...
Bo for... And Bol says, get that out of here. Passes forward to Heading. Balik kay Bol. And look at Belga. Will say, welcome to the PBA. And everybody reacts to that. You know, Belga's not going to let you drive
Yeah.
on him. You block my shot, I'll block you.
Yeah.
I'll body block you.
Buti malamig ang ulo pa nito because, you know, there are a lot of...
Wala. Took
Ito,
too
block.
long. Took too long, Bo. 4 block shots para kay Bol. And then boom. Oftana. Wala pang nagagawa sa game. Here's Bol. Oh, the finger roll misses. He was basically dropping it in
Yeah.
already, but he missed it.
That's why you should dunk it.
Lemeti. Ball heads TNT's way. 47-34. Medyo napako tayo dyan. 7:34 remaining in the first half.
Matagal na tayo napako nga sa score natin. Kuching, you know, is cool. You know, he likes the way his import has played because he's made some good shots. Only one foul. Tried to defend against Ball as best as he could.
They go to Chua. He'll go to Bol. Ball will pull up, though, almost. Goes to Nambatak, 2 seconds to shoot. Ray. Jumper is a miss. Balik sa rain or shine. Limeti. Finds Clarito. The fake, the baseline drive, the drop to Bo for the finger roll. Jonard Clarito has become a complete player. Knows how to attack, knows when to drop it off. The lead is down to 11. Under 7 minutes to go. Bo got his first 2. We'll take a break. Coach Chot talking to his Tropang 5G. And here are some of the the fans enjoying itong action natin sa unang laro nating PBA Friday doubleheader sa Commissioner's Cup. Alchua, Willie Marshall watching the action. And all eyes on this guy who's been swatting shots away. Batak now to Bol. Goes towards the basket, loft the handle. Up ahead, Limeti finishing with the left hand.
Galing sa timeout yun, ha? And they committed turnover right away.
Tama.
And you can see that Calvin Oftana is not really involved. Yeah.
Need to get the ball to him. There you go.
There you go.
He lost it. Tipped it over to Bol. Bol's taken a lot of shots. And Johnson, before he saved it in, stepped out of bounds already.
Yeah.
So it'll stay.
Actually, that was a delayed call. Kanina pa na outside yun.
14 to shoot.
14 on the shot clock.
Down to 6 minutes and 24. Matagal ng 47 points
Oo.
itong TNT na hindi gumagalaw.
Kaya nga, naghanap ng puntos. Ball wants 3. He still can't get it. 2 are fighting. But Tiongson able to pull it out. Up ahead to Johnson. He finishes on the other end and lumalapit na itong Rainer Shine.
And because ball is not coming down on defense, 2-3 plays down. And that's a problem for the coaching staff. They know that, you know. Because how much effort is this guy going to give you on defense? Offense will be there, but defense, paano?
Then tsaka pag nandyan na si Ball on the defensive end, his mere presence changes things already.
Yeah.
But he needs to get back to the other side. So.
And when they draw him up on the half-court play, hindi na siya bumabagsak eh. He just stays up there eh.
And it's very clear, I think, Doc, in this first half alone, na si Ball is not, as he hits another basket, he's not a power player.
No,
diba?
yeah.
Walang strength, hindi niya kaya mamain. Even if he's taller than the defender at the post, hindi niya kaya itulak.
Pero kasi payat siya eh.
Yeah.
Parang he's more of like a finesse type of player rather than a power player. He's not a guy who plays with his back to the basket either. Puro frontal.
Sabi ni Oftana, run with me. You know, he called Ball to come down with him. Another perimeter J. This one rolls out.
See, he's always face up eh. Face up. Walang back to the basket yun.
Nokom spin. Sabay kick dahil nandun si Ball. Johnson from 4. That's good for Jalen Johnson. 4 threes and 1 4 for him already.
Yeah. Really good.
Among other baskets that he's made. Oftana, itong bumawi. Backing down Malonzo. Power, no go. Gets it back. Easy layup para kay Calvin Oftana.
Yun talagang decidido siyang misscoring that play. He wasn't passing off anymore.
4 points para kay Oftana. They need more from him though. They still have a 7-point lead, however. Limeti to Johnson. You gotta put your hand up because he can shoot. There you go. That's off target. Another rebound for Ball. Just by standing there, this guy's gonna get more than 10 rebounds.
But he went down. He was on top, but he went down to get the rebound.
Ball.
Naghahanap siya ng foul.
I know, but he needs to keep
Hindi
playing.
ganyan ng PBA.
Oh, and Galinato overshoots.
Nakita mo, hindi na bumaba.
Imports bringing up the rear as Tiongson misses and Heading gets the board. Now you have to head the other way. And this time, bababa si Ball dahil sa offense sa talaga. Oh! Nokum. And now they're all going to go after Kalen Tiongson. And Tiongson needs to be restrained. And Ball tells him to stop talking. But Nokum, I think, got the goal of Ball.
Yeah. I don't know if he pushed him kasi we were looking at the guy driving to the basket.
Yeah. I think Ball knocked him down. So they really need to review this. Tuloy-tuloy rin review. Yeah, and you know, his father was known as a hothead, would fight at the drop of a pin. So if he inherited some of that, they might have gotten under his skin, Doc. Baka napikon na rin to. Kasi may mga tawag sa hinahanap na hindi dumarating.
And he was really being parang hit when he was driving to the basket. Tignan natin ito. We see the guy driving to the basket, and that's what I was looking at. Eh. So ito, tulak.
Nokom tried to do like a screen type of thing.
Trying to preserve himself.
Ball just walked down.
I don't know why Caleb Johnson reacted that way. Tama rin naman. He's protecting his teammates. And then they start talking. Buti naman ito si Johnson, taga-awat pa.
And the fans just witnessing what's going on the big screen and they're reacting as well. Watch it again from a different
See,
angle.
there's the push.
Then another.
Then another push, but the counter push. So, you know, mahirap rin pag hindi mo
And a foul
nakakontrol.
was not called on Noko, by the way, on that play. The action was on the shooter who was driving to the basket. And look at the referees quickly getting in. Oh, they're calling an offensive foul on
Tama
Ball.
naman, yeah. That's what they caught. Eh. They didn't catch when Nokom was pushing him. So they caught that, and that's the right call. Pero tignan natin, baka technical foul. And Kaylan
Technical
Johnson.
foul on number 7, Jalen Johnson, both for second motion.
Hindi second
Jalen
motion
Johnson.
yun. Dapat yung verbal altercation. That's what they were doing. They were not
So he's
motioning.
surprised. Jalen Johnson, Doc. Bakit daw
They
siya
were talking.
tinawagan? Yeah.
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson,
Dapat si
not
Johnson.
Kaylan Johnson. So they rhyme. Those names rhyme, but I don't know if they got it wrong.
Johnson, taga-awat lang yun.
No correction is being done. So it is indeed Jalen Johnson who got called for a technical foul.
I would be surprised too because I thought he went in there to pacify. Did he push him? No, he just held him, no?
Oh, yun. Baka yun. Dahil pinalo yung kamay niya. I don't know. Just looking for reasons as the game continues with under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Sa dami ng review natin dito, ipapasala natin ito sa mga exam, Doc. There's an outside shot from Lemedi.
Buti holiday.
Nambatak. And that's a foul on Lemeti who claims, I didn't touch him. So, Coach Yang Yao
He's asking for a
sumignal. First signal, first challenge of the game. And it's called by Rainer Shine. So referee Guy will cross. And he, together with referee Nicandro, will check it out. At siyempre si referee head Noel Killingen, former PBA referee, will help them as they review kung meron nga ba talagang sala ito si Lemeti, a reach in on Nambata. And so our first half has gone to a snail's pace, Doc. Dahil sa dami ng mga nire-review ng ating mga opisyales, and some of them are called for sure. This is brought about by a challenge na in-exercise ni Coach Yang Yao.
Yeah. The last game I think that they played against, he also had a
After
challenge.
reviewing the play, there's no illegal hack on Lemeti. So the challenge of Rainer Shine is successful, resulting into jump ball.
This is the second time this guy has been challenged. I remember. Bago kasing referee yan. He also was successful rin yung tawag ng challenge.
So no foul, and because of that, possession is
No,
not
it's
determined.
jump ball,
Yeah,
it's
possession
jump
is not determined, so you have to jump it up and see. So the height advantage, of course, with ball. And he'll tip it, but he tips it to the wrong guy again. That's twice already.
Pero masama ang bato ng referee.
Yeah.
Patagilid. We can
Yeah.
see it right in front of us.
Lemeti, the swing to Johnson. 3 on the way, off target. Another rebound for ball. Ito pa rin lamang ng TNT. They led by as many as 17, I believe. And then, that's a bump on Nambata who knocks it in. Bonus free throw para kay Stingray coming up.
Medyo umano na naman yung kanyang ankle dito. Remember, he got injured in the previous conferences. Double figures, malapit na mag-double figures sa rebound nito si Ball.
Oh, just standing around, di ba? 18 pala yung biggest lead kanina nitong Rainer Shine. Hindi lang 17. Now
Ng
it's
TNT.
ng TNT rather. Now down to 9.
And then back to 10 here. But still a lot of time left here. 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Siyempre, other teams haven't seen how Ball plays, so this is a good opportunity for them to scout him.
Tiongson missing a 3. Look at that! Oh! Adrian Nogum flying high for the putback. The rebound first and then the putback. Those legs.
Yeah.
Springs in there. And a miss from TNT. Looking to close this period strong ang Rainer Shine. Get a bit closer. Nogum. Jumper rolls out. Johnson gets it. Puts it back. Easy.
Nakita mo si Ball is out there. Remember, he went to the rebound. So talagang at disadvantage siya. Down to a 6-point lead.
So there are some holes in the game, no? Of Ball, you can see it.
It's very obvious that, I don't know if he's in shape at all, you know, what you would say, yung top basketball shape. And that's a turnover there.
Oftana was waiting for it. Thought it would be kicked to him. Shakes his head as he heads to the bench. Let's watch this. The miss. And look at Nokum. And then jumping before Ball could even react.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Philippines. Kakapadala ko lang last.
It's a good thing we made some adjustments. We played a lot better defense in the second half, and we were able to get our running game going. This team's a fast team, but we beat them in the fast break points. So I guess we take pride also in being a running team, run and gun team. So we take a lot of satisfaction just beating them in the transition points.
Adrian Nokum has really come alive, but now it's with Johnson. He's against Bull. Left it for Tiongson. Up fake, the drive, and then gives it to the other side of the lane. Nice handoff to Michael Malonzo for the bucket.
Yeah, Jason Castro has come into the ball game to replace Nambata. And you see Rain or Shine has come all the way back to only 4 points na lang ang deficit nila. But they got it to the right guy. Yeah. The difference when Jason is the point guard.
Yeah.
And then he can feed guys like that, you know.
And Oftana needed that three-pointer para maumpisahan na yung kanyang mga outside onslaught.
Another foul here, but they're not in the penalty. That'll be the 14th foul, however.
Rainer Shan, on the other hand, is in the penalty. Minute and 31 to go. It's going to be a side court inbound. Harapan mismo ng TNT bench. But Lemeti will get replaced first as Mamuyak returns.
Sino ito? Si Ferrer ba ito? Who came in for...
yes, Kevin Ferrer.
Yeah, coming in for Galinato, no? Kasi si Brandon medyo in foul trouble din. So he has to sit down.
Nokum waiting for Mamuyak. Outside, almost taken away by Castro. The drop to Gian. Bukas na bukas. Move that ball around, you'll get positive results for sure.
Yeah, and Rainer Shine plays that kind of a basketball game. They do move even without the ball, which is very important.
Ball will jack it up again.
Walang play yan eh. Sariling ano yan eh. You call your own play.
Yeah, he's taken a bunch of shots in this first half.
Yeah, his percentage is not high, but you know, he scored a lot.
Malonzo, kick to Mamuyak. Mamuyak will shoot over Castro, short, and Ball tips it over to Oftana. Johnson and Ferrer.
There's a
Bit
foul there.
of shoving going on. They're going to review it again.
Ito naman si Halik, review ulit.
And that's the thing, you know, I guess that's a disadvantage of the review because it makes everyone think twice about what they really saw.
Yeah. I mean, it's very quick, actually.
Holding foul lang. At sapagkat penalty na nga ang Rainer Shine, nabanggit natin, free throws ito.
Johnson was the one called for the foul. That's already 3 personal fouls. Bigla, no?
Yeah,
Kanina wala siyang foul nung first 6 minutes of the game niya.
Needs to watch it. Until now, he's still pleading his case.
Hindi lang yun. He also has a technical foul, remember?
Tama.
And then a very cold Kevin Ferrer.
Dami ng mintis sa linya nitong TNT, Doc. Led by Manut, by Ball's misses. And then itong si Ferrer missed one just now.
Villegas has come back into the ball game. And so is Galinato coming in for ball. 39 seconds na lang eh. So you don't want him to pick up his third foul.
Yeah.
At the same time, you know, let him cool off and maybe the team can function more on The all Filipino guys playing with each other.
Coach Yang has been warned.
Yang has been very, very cool as up to this stage. No?
He didn't like this call on Johnson.
Yeah.
1 out of 2 mula sa linya para kay Kevin Ferrer. 6 ang lamang ng kanyang koponan.
2 more plays coming up for us. Oh,
Foul away from the ball. Somebody was hanging on. I think it's Castro. Might have been holding on to Mamuyak. No, it's Henry Galinato. At sapagkat penalty na rin ng TNT, free throws naman para kay Villegas. Ngayon, no? Yakap-yakap niya si Villegas.
the ball is going to be sent back in. Because they have the offensive play on this one. And he probably can even call a 30-second timeout if they make a shot here. May 30-second timeout sila.
Hindi pa nagagamit. Hindi mo pwede carry over.
Wala, no carry over. Matagal na yan. That rule has never changed even in the past.
Yeah. Villegas with 4. Make it 5 points in the game.
And that 30-second timeout will be used, obviously.
And Dr. J called it. Nauna ka rin sa pagtawag ng timeout, Doc. 30 seconds na gagamitin para mag-set up ng play. Try to add on to this lead. 58-54 lamang. Remember, it was an 18-point lead at one point dito sa ating first half. But fortunes quickly change in basketball. Thus, TNT now still ahead, but not by much.
Only a 4-point lead. Fast break points. Obviously, gusto talaga tumakbo ng Rainer Shine dito. Lalo na nang napansin nila na ayaw bumaba ito si Ball pag nandun siya malapit sa basket sa kabila. Hindi bumababa yan. Pag bumaba yan, delikado sila dahil wala silang layup.
4 blocks na nga, di ba, sa ating first half. By our count, might be even more. We expect Ball to lead in that statistical category, yung block shots.
Yeah.
Diba?
If you look at it, if there's a defensive player of the year of the conference, he should win that because he big advantage yan. But you know, and they call that, even though there's a big difference between that is not a good foul. That is completely unnecessary. You have Castro carrying the ball.
Napahawak sa mukha na lang si Coach Chot as he looked at Kevin Ferrer, who is apologizing profusely sa kanyang bench, sa mga coaches niya.
You know, I told you, without Kelly, without Aram, they're not that strong in the big man position. That's their problem.
And they called a 30 to set up a play,
now,
and then they throw it away.
Yeah, because the guy's trying to set a screen, which is not necessary. Castro is not going to be, they're not going to take the ball away from Castro. And he goes to the guy. That's a good call by the referee.
May movement
Yeah,
Doc.
it's a good call.
So you handed it over to the other team, and a chance for Rainer Shine actually to tie this up bago matapos ang ating first half. You know, there's a 4-point shot in play. BGR comes back in.
And they took out Ball because they don't want Ball to pick up another foul. They don't want to pick a third foul. And they took out the Ferrer also.
And then now, Rainer Shine gets to inbound right there in their own front court. Look at Coach Chot, unhappy with that last
You have such a big lead, it was so easy, but then you decided to relax. Your import decided not to go down on defense. You know.
Villegas, Manaytay, balik kay Luis. Nokum, 3. Pops out. Battling on the rebound. Dark shirts get it. They've got a lot of time.
And Castro is going to hold on to it.
Jason now calling the play. 10 seconds. They want to get it to Oftana, perhaps. Jason says, I'll take it. Oh, that's blocked. Nahuli. Nabasa ang play. 3-quarter court.
Oh! Almost went in.
Right in the hole. Just too much spin. But Rainer Shine fought back from 18 down. Make this game closer. 58-54 is our halftime score. Lots of things to talk about. We'll be back with the numbers in a few minutes.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Our score at the half, 58-54. Lamang ng apat ang tropang 5G over the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters. No, lots of action earlier. 18-point lead na ito para sa TNT. They were clicking, they were hitting all their shots. But Rainer Shine made a run of its own in that second quarter to cut it down. But you know, the focus was on Bol, Manute Bol, yung import ng TNT Tropang 5G, Doc. And we've seen a lot from him, but the shooting not so good. But yung presence niya at yung crowd na excite sa kanyang ginagawa.
Well, if he makes his presence felt, he's really a big factor. Even on defense in the beginning, he was blocking shots because he was staying underneath the basket, protecting as a protector. But then he decided to play more on the outside, even on defense. And when he was thrown out, he never went and floated back. The big difference for Rainer Shine here was the three-point shooting, because they made 5 against the 3, and they had a 4-point play also, remember? So that was the big factor. If not, they would be really behind. Rebounds in favor of TNT. There are 4 block shots, 3 of them coming from Bol. Fast break points, this is the big factor. 10-0. Walang fast break points on TNT. They had a lot of free throws given them, but they missed also a big number of that. They had 9 out of 14, missing 5. Ang Rainer Shine, dalawa lang ang free throw na ibigay. Pareho pang hindi pumasok.
That's right. Here, the leading scorers, si Bol with 17, Johnson with 22. So they import doing what they're supposed to do. Tapos backing them up. Nakikita natin yung mga locals who are in support. But Calvin Oftana just with 7. Hardly got any touches in that first half. TNT lost, as we said, an 18-point lead. And looking to regroup after perhaps what Coach Chot has told them sa locker rooms. Coach Yang on the other side, I'm sure a fiery halftime huddle they had as well, just to try to come back and fight and grab the lead early in the third quarter. So we're expecting some great action here in the game 1 of our doubleheader on this PBA Holiday Friday sa Commissioner's Cup natin. The Blur has returned. 10-time PBA champion, BPC, ilang beses na, finals MVP, nandyan na rin, nasa 50 greatest players. Pero dalawang komperensya na nawala sa kanya dahil sa injury niya sa tuhod. And it's been a while. Took him a little bit longer than some would have hoped. But he's shown us some quickness. Na nandyan pa rin yung quickness niya, Doc.
Yeah. Well, sa akin, partner, sometimes an injury works in your favor. Napahinga ka eh. You know, the perfect example, of course, is like Muhammad Ali. He was stripped of his crown, nakulong pa, you know, all went to jail. But his career lasted longer because nahinto siya ng 2-3 years. Sonny Jaworski had the same thing. Birthday niya last week lang, couple of weeks. And then, you know, for a while, he was not playing basketball. Pero humaba ang kanyang career. Mabot siya na hanggang 50 years old naglaro.
Gives your body some time to get away from the wear and tear, di ba?
Yeah. Kasi ito si Jason, remember in our time, Charlie, minsan ayaw na nga niya sa gilas, pero when they call, he cannot say no. Di ba?
Hindi marunong, unlike some others, hindi marunong humindi sa national team duty si Jason. No? Always present yan. But the action has begun here in our second half. TNT with the first possession ng Batak, Ganuelas, Roser, Oftana, ball and heading.
Yan, pinalaro is back to the basket.
Can't get it to go on the turn, but he'll head to the line for 2 free throws.
You know, the idea there is probably they talk about it. They're letting a local guard you, except if you're playing on the outside, Johnson is guarding you. If they're going to let a local guard you, we put you at the post, you're going to go to the free throw line. Or you'll make shots. No?
But you got to make your free throws because you were only 5 of 10 in the first half. Ayun, first time he switched a free throw. Doc, kanina.
Pasang awa.
Yeah, pasang awa nga. Ayun, pasok na pasok. 18 points na para rito sa Gigante ng TNT.
Yung counterpart naman niya, 22 na yun. Ang lakas.
This one was way off, the second one. So, he's very inconsistent from the line.
Yeah, walang pulso di ba? Yung control ng pulso ng free throw.
He was a 75, almost 76% free throw shooter in the NBA.
Pero siguro nag-a-adjust pa dito ngayon. Alam mo na, first time na siguro nakita itong Araneta.
Oftana all the way! With a foul to boot, bonus free throw para kay Calvin.
Siguro sinasabi ni Calvin kay Ball, hey, I'm the best local scorer in this team. Look for me.
Look for me or else I'll do it myself.
Look for me.
Nababa na sa depensa si Ball habang yung kanyang teammate na si Oftana, bonus free throw pa.
That one you can let him rest like that because that's resting. And medyo accurate naman ng mag-free throw ito si Calvin, no?
Lead back up to 8. Now double up na as we started this fourth quarter. Johnson now, he can shoot from the outside. He's proven it time and again. Napunta rito kay Adrian. Manaytay tries to make his move. Passes inside to Johnson. Gets it up but not in, and then ball the board. He's got 10 in the game, double digits na. So double-double na. Si Ball.
Baka umabot sa blocks yan.
Oh, the drive. He just gets dislodged pag binabangga siya.
Malambot na, manipis sa katawan niya
Oh, that's way off yung tira ni Santillan. But Mamuyak will keep it alive. Marami pa oras sa kanilang shot clock. They went early. Lemeti lost it. Down to Santi. He's against Oftana. He'll try to power in, but missed badly.
Yeah, not a good shot at all from Santi. Oh,
Oftana hung in the air and drew a foul. Tinamaan daw ang kanyang siko. Sabi ni referee Janine at the baseline, even if Mamuyak is denying it. And as Oftana takes his free throws, we're gonna hear from Eileen.
Charlie and Doc J, hindi namin alam kung paano bantayan si Ball nung una. Ito ang sinabi ni Coach Yang Yao during halftime, pero dagdag nga niya, it was the Elasto Painters executing his steps to involve Ball during the ball screen and keeping him at the corner that worked. Pati na ang pag-increase ng pace ng game, kaya kita nilang pagod na si Ball. They want to take advantage of this moving forward, kaya naman yan ang kanilang patuloy na gagawin. For TNT, hindi daw pwede na 20 plus points every quarter ang binibigay nila para sa rain or shine. According to Coach Sandy Arespa-Cochaga, magiging mas pabor sa amin ang laro if it were a half-court game. But we also need to equally improve on our defense, especially on transition. Sa opensa naman, we need to get Ball more efficient spots kasi bumaba na ang kanyang efficiency from shooting 55% in the first quarter to just 14% in the second. Sa inyo.
Maraming salamat. Very refreshing to hear Eileen loud and clear as we begin this second half. That's a three-pointer from Lemeti to cut the lead down to 7. His first three-pointer of the game. Heading's been quiet. Wala pang mga opportunities. Babawi si Ball. That bounces out. Remember, 14% shooting in the second period. And right now, he is 0 for 2.
She went away again from playing on the inside to playing on the outside.
Ito yung kay Lemeti.
Yeah.
And this was his signature from the time he entered the league. That's brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Felix in the paint. Kick to Mamuyak. 3 on the way.
Balik.
That's good as well. And just like that, balik sa 4. Diba? Went from 4 to 10, back to 4.
Because their defense is really poor. They're paying attention, you know.
And whereas Rosser is injured.
Yeah.
Holding on to his left ankle right in front of his bench. And Coach Schott can just sit down and say, what's happening to the fortunes of my team right now? We're giving up outside shots, and now one player's injured.
Yeah, well, this one, he can probably walk it off, no? Pero ang problema, he's another big man that they need very badly to be... Ito, nakabanggaan yata dito. Naapakan yata yung paa niya.
Yeah.
But I think he can walk. It seems like he can walk ito. Parang pinapapag lang niya.
Hindi ko lang kung masama kang pinaupo muna siya. Sine-check nila. That might tighten up. But in the meantime, Cobuntin has checked in his stead.
And they're going to go back to the post, which is what he should be doing.
There you go.
Why are you playing outside when you play inside?
And then, with that shot, let's see if that, tells him in his head na pwede ko palang gawin ito, no? He might start doing it again and again. We'll find out in a few plays.
Move.
Malonzo nakawala! Guys like Clarito, Mike Malonzo, they came into this team and they weren't the players that they are now, di ba?
Yeah, they're not known, but they're really effective.
Touch pass to Calvin, who cannot complete it. Heading, passed it out to Nambatak, kept it alive. Ball wants it on the other side. Nambatak will operate, try to go baseline, and shove the defender out of the way. Offensive foul ang tatawagin.
Too much one-on-one. The guy's straight up defending against you. You should be moving the ball around, and that is certainly not their game. The isolation play.
He forced that play.
Good defense there by Raynor Shine.
Bit of a shove at the end too, kaya huling-huli na yun.
3-point attempt. Another one!
Sabay sayaw! And within one na ang Raynor Shine after being down 18 earlier in this game. They did it slowly but surely. And Johnson doing his thing, knocking shots from the outside.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Jalen Johnson's got 25 points, but he's shooting from everywhere. He's got 5 3-pointers. He's got a 4 as well. Efficient ang kanyang mga baskets.
Yun ang problema rin ng TNT dito. Besides the injuries to key players, hindi pa sumasali ito si Heading. He's part of their starting five, but I don't think he has scored, or even really taken any good shot at all.
That's right.
And they need him, they need his scoring, and that's a nice play.
There's ball,
That's
another
a nice
layup.
play. High pick and roll, then quick slide to the basket, binalik ni Heading yung bola sa kanya.
Johnson will try. That's going to be a reach in.
Yes, it's on Heading. Pang-ilang foul na ni Heading yun.
Sumundot eh.
Yeah, sumundot.
First personal lamang.
Yeah, said hardly playing time on this ball. Guys like Enciso has not even seen the floor, with the return of Castro.
Nawarningan pa si Heading for resentment to that call. Didn't like it. Oh. The play had started and then a buzzer went off. And so a technical foul has been called. Somebody checked in. Oh, heading has been called for a technical for resentment to a call. What did he say? Initially warning eh.
No, maybe that might have been what? A second time already.
Hindi natin narinig. Kung na-warningan man siya kanina, hindi natin narinig yun.
May na-warningan na yata yan.
So technical na pala. And the table officials, kaya nag-buzzer ulit, was to tell the referees.
Meron na.
So that's a technical. Instead, lead is down to 2. A shot here will...
Hindi na nga nakakatulong si Eddie. Nagbigay pa ng puntos. Libre.
Makabasket dito, tabla na tayo. Baka lamang pa nga ang rain or shine. If it's Johnson who makes it, might be a 3 na the hook shot. Oh! Ties it up, 68 all. And he does the shimmy one more time. We're going to see that time and again.
Yeah, he's been really having a good game.
27 na, no? Ball. Off target. And Rainer Shine might lead for the first time.
May foul yun. Late lang yung call. But the initial drive there, the layup, it looked like there was a foul there.
Bolt called for the foul. The shove. Third personal na. So tigatlo na itong mga imports natin. Side court inbound though, despite the fact Johnson is contending na dapat shooting yun.
Tsaka 3 team fouls na pareho ang kuponan dito.
Jalen wanted to drop it. Nasipa ni Bol yan. Magre-reset ang ating shot clock to 14 seconds. Here's Lemetti. Lemetti forcing that, but drawing a foul on Nambatak. And now Ray's going to be at the line to try to give his team the lead, Doc.
Yeah, and that will now be the 14th foul already for Rain or Shine. You know, they have a lot of good offensive players on the floor, although they're not scoring, but they have very poor defensive players. No balance, hindi ba? See, you lose guys like Kelly and Era. Both are good defenders. Yeah, good rebounders also. Nambatak is being taken out now.
9 points para kay Lemetti sa huling laban nila. 3 rebounds, 4 assists. So nice stats to help his team.
Pati si Pogoy, laking bagay rin sa depensa nun. Because he can defend, which these other guys cannot do.
Right. 11 points na para kay Felix Lemetti.
And that's a 2-point lead para sa Rain or Shine, the Elasto Painters.
Now in the driver's seat, Ball will make his move. Hang in the air and miss. Now he hits the deck. Needs to get back up on defense.
He's taking the shot too far out.
Inside to Johnson. They wanted to take advantage kasi wala pa si Ball. Pero nakahabol na. 3 on the way. Ang layo. Malonzo fighting for it. Throwing it to Manaytay.
That's struggling. That's struggling. I thought they would miss that ball. Very struggling. You jump over. They're gonna challenge it.
Challenge, yeah, he's gonna challenge again.
Whatever happens, they will have no more challenges.
Yes. Kasi successful yung una nila kanina. Doesn't believe it was a travel.
Yeah, but he jumped.
So they are challenging it. And we'll be able to see it in a bit. First review lamang ito ng second half. Kanina kasi sangkatutak na review nangyari in the first 24 minutes of action. That's Manaytay. They gave it to him on the cut. And he leapt into the air, landed, and continued. But the Rain or Shine side is insisting that there was
After
none. Here we go.
reviewing the play, there is legal movement called by the Rain or Shine. So the challenge of Rain or Shine is successful, resulting in another jump.
No traveling, Doc. 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Si Coach Yan Yao sa challenges.
2 for 2 rin si Gay.
Yeah. Referee Jerome Gay.
Na siya.
Here, the jump. Boom.
We've had different people right now. We have a lot of new arbiters.
And then the reach in from Bull. That will be his 4th kung sakali.
Yeah, it is.
4th personal. Huh? It's very early. 6:39 to go. in the third. May full fourth pa tayo. Malonzo. Bowl the board. Left it for Jordan. Now to Castro. Looking to tie it or take the lead. Get it back. Pass inside. And then he lofted on the way up. But he got hit. Yeah, he got fouled.
Again, Castro looking for the right person. Yeah. Good high pick and roll there. Now they're going to have to play without ball for quite a while here.
Tama.
Still 6 minutes and 15 seconds, and he came up with a silly foul here, trying to steal the ball from the outside.
They're asking Ball to come back onto the floor. Ayun, yun na yung substitution dahil nakatira na.
Yeah, you're supposed to come in after the first free throw.
Right.
Kung take 3 yan after the second free throw.
Villegas is back in the game as well. Oh, missed. Elasto trying to keep it alive, but Johnson now gets it. No change in the score. Lamang pa rin ng dalawa ang Ross.
Dito ngayon, advantage sa height dito ngayon ng Rainer Shine. Let's see if they'll take advantage of it.
And you remember, as Johnson tracked down that pass, Johnson had 20-plus rebounds in his first game, so he can take advantage inside, really. Open from 3 again. Castro gets the board.
That's a nice open shot there. Good ball movement again displayed by the Elasto Painters.
Alonso trying to guard off Tana. Calvin backs him in. Lofted. Forces it up. Kobuntin.
Short.
Oh, wow. That's an air ball from Glenn. Lemeti crossing over. Trying to find Villegas, but it bounces out. That's going to be a turnover on the Elasto Painters. Neither team
playing well
yeah.
at this stage.
Yeah.
No? Lalo na yung TNT. They've just completely lost their rhythm on offense. And this guy hasn't even scored, di ba? Itong si
Jordan. Now he'll make his move. Still won't drop for him. He got all the way to the hoop but couldn't put it in. Lemeti, Mamuya. The drive, Bangani Kobuntin, and as expected.
That's a bad foul. They're in penalty. He doesn't even know it.
If Kobuntin bumps into you, you're really gonna bounce off, and that's what happened there. Oh. Well, ganun kasolid si Glenn Kobuntin.
The Oscars are over, partner.
Tapos na eh, no?
Oh, they have already had a couple of winners.
The awards have been handed out. Baka naman FAMAS ang hinahanap. Local lang.
Meron pa ba yun?
Hindi ko alam, Dok. FAMAS, Urian, ano ba yung mga... Ngayon, puro ano lang eh. Film Fest.
Yeah.
Film Fest.
Usually sa December yun. Kaya nga pag ang game nandun sa
parade, yung parade nila. Nata-traffic tayo doon. Oh, air ball from Mamuyak on the second one. But a 3-point lead for Rainer Shine. Remember, down 18, now up 3. 21-point turnaround for Coach Yang's squad. And, you know, the novelty of Bull's debut after the first quarter, parang naluma na eh, di ba?
Hindi mo pa kilala eh. Kung ngayon, kilala mo na paano maglaro. It will be even tougher the next time around. Unless it gets better.
Castro off target.
You have to shoot it.
And he does. Got some rim, so the ball's alive. They go to Johnard. He's done wonders when he's in the game. Mamuyak. Contact, tira. And a foul was called. TNT fans wondering what went on there. But it's going to be a bump. I think it's on Galinato. Pangatlo na rin ni Galinato Jr. yan.
They're going to try somebody else that they haven't used. I think Inciso's about to come in. Second miss.
So yung mga numero ni Gian against Macau, he's been reliable mula nung pumasok siya sa lineup 3 seasons ago.
Yeah. And Ferrer also given a second chance around here. No? Wala talaga silang big man. Eh. After Galinato, no more. Eh.
Wala, malaking bagay talaga yung Williamson era.
Yeah, and in basketball, if you don't have big men, you have a problem. Yeah, the biggest man is their import, but he's 4 fouls sitting down, and he's not been that effective either.
Tipped out of bounds by Lemeti. 15 sa shot clock ng TNT, looking for points. Bleeding for points at this juncture sa ating laro. Here's Enciso, a guy who can get you points if you get him free. Sabay drop. Oh! Nice play from Simon Enciso. And the completion. Pero agad-agad naman si Ragon. Hindi pa. Nag-get over sila dun sa duck-duck.
Si Ferrer,
Lumilayap na.
He was still looking in the backcourt, and his man got in and gotten another easy 2 points on the fast break.
3. Oh. The 3 hit the mark.
No, it's not counted because he called an offensive foul. That's why it's going to be challenged.
They momentarily were contending na at the same time kasi yung tira dun sa offensive foul, but referee said nauna yung offensive foul, so no count on that 3. Score remains the same. Rainer Shine looking to build on a 4-point lead with 3:35 remaining sa third quarter.
Import forcing the switch. Nice drop.
Kalen again, back-to-back hoops for Tiongson. Castro, 3 on the way. Again, offensive foul. Same happening. 2 plays in a row. And now they're really going to challenge it. They're saying that the screens are wrongly set.
Let's see. Let them make the decision.
Oh.
We have had a new crew here, a lot of people on the officials.
Look of frustration sa mukha ni Coach Shot Reyes. His team has lost its spunk. Nung first half, parang ganadong-ganado nga sila. Pero in the latter part of that second period, they lost some steam. And now, they're behind. 2 straight offensive foul calls, no? Kaya mapapaisip ka rin talaga. And the review's taking a bit of time, Doc.
Yung dalawang na-review ng Rainer Shine, parehong successful. Eh. Ito na naman dito.
In the meantime, we remind everybody, meron pa tayong pangalawang laro mamaya. Ginebra will
Hindi lang natin alam
play its
kung
first
anong
game.
oras yun.
Sa tagal ng review ng mga to, no?
Puro review eh.
Oo. So, Rainer Shine, you know, waiting to
Puro
see kung
review,
bola nila
hindi,
ulit.
puro challenge.
Ginebra, Macau ang maglalaban mamaya. If you're not sure, ano ba yung Macau? Guest team po yan dito sa ating conference. Pero 0-2 na sila.
Black Knights ba yun?
Black Knights. Black Knights.
Nung kasi Bears yata sila nung sa Gilas eh. And they had a very good team. But they had the big 7'6" guy who's
Sam
not playing
Deguara,
for
who's
them.
not playing, yeah. And people were excited kasi sabi nila, wow, talagang lalaki ng mga import. Daming 7-footer, may 7'3", si Bol, tapos may 7'6" pa. But Deguara at the end was not included in the roster. And their import, if Tony Mitchell, who we've seen
Pwede
before.
pa naman nila gamitin si Deguara. Diba?
They're entitled to one change yan.
Yeah, they're entitled.
Okay, meron na bang desisyon? Ito na.
After the review, meron pong illegal
Hindi ka na marinig.
contact si Galinato kay Mamuyak. Moving screen po. Kaya ang challenge ng token text is not successful.
Not successful. There was a moving screen indeed. Mula kay Henry Galinato Jr. Kanya pang-apat na personal foul. Let's watch it. There you go.
Binangga niya eh.
Yeah.
Binangga niya talaga eh. Tama naman si Janine. You know, Janine, I know her because nagbibigay rin siya ng nagse-seminar rin niya to the other referees in the amateur league ngayon.
There used to be 3 of them, but she's the only one left sa mga lady referees natin. That's the 5th personal
Nakasawa
brother.
na si Mau.
Fifth personal pala. And look at this guy. Kalen Johnson has come alive. 6 straight points for him, all in this period. All in the past few sequences. 8-point lead for Rainer Shine. Castro, naghahanap. Di mapuntahan si Ball.
Naiba laro ng TNT.
And Ciso, now it's with Ball. Ball will take it.
Kasi puro ball na wala yung local participation. They don't set up for the local player.
Tipped away. Johnson to Johnson. And na-stuff siya ni Brandon sa play na yon. Ball hits the deck. They're gonna call a foul on Mamuyak, I think. As Ball is sprawled, and that's a long line on the floor as he was lying there.
Minsan mahirap yun pag matangkad ka. You're not as, what you would say, agile in moving.
2:24 remaining in the third. A timeout has been called. Coach Shot and his TNT Tropang 5G trying to catch up here. Let's look at the Giants that have played in the PBA. Lu Chuanqing, Bay Area 7-5. You got PJ Ramos for Kia back then. That's Terra Firma now 7-3. Bruno Shundov, of course, for Rainer Shine. And then Bol is at 7-3 as well, playing now for the Tropang 5G. They're the tallest guys who've played in the PBA. There's some 7-footers. Ever since the 70s, may mga 7-footers na pupunta rito. Lots of 6'10s as well. In the meantime,
you like the Terra Firma import.
Oh, si PJ.
When he's working, he's working.
There's Bull attacking the basket and able to finish, fighting through that contact. And I think this is his first 3-point play opportunity in this game.
Maybe. And well, he's missed a lot of free throws, so there's no guarantee on that either. Pero this one, he drove stronger to the basket. Johnson was trying to ask for a traveling violation. Pero mukhang hindi naman. And he made it.
Yep, and he completed the 3-point play. Lead is down to 5. A quick 3 from Bowl.
25 points na siya. 27 yung kanyang counterpart on the other side.
Nokuk, 15-foot line jumper, too strong. Bounces to his teammate, Clarito. Johnson again, rolls out. Look at the battle for the rebound. Those guys are really going at it, pushing and shoving. Castro against Caracu. Castro will attack the hoop. Layup, too strong. Play continues. Enciso bouncing to Brandon. Brandon underneath for the reverse.
Malaking bagay si Enciso with 2 assists.
That's right.
Yeah. And he recovered the ball. Kundi bola na ng Rainer Shine yun.
Enciso's always ready. He's been part of some championship teams. Andre Caracot on the spin move, completing it.
But they'll always attack Jason Castro, you know. Older in years now, maybe a little bit slower on defense, you know.
Bull in the paint again. He's got a quick 5 points as he re-entered the game a couple of minutes ago.
Actually, yung pag napapahinga ka, mas mabuti yun. Uy, actually, may naghahanap ng foul siya.
Karakot. I think he slipped.
Natulak ako sa likod nila.
Not much protest though from him.
Yeah.
Probably knows that he lost his footing on his own.
Medyo there's a slick spot and they're still cleaning it.
They need to. Delikado yan pag may slick spot on the hard court. Tiongson has been replaced. Villegas binalik na ni Coach Yeng. Import against import right now. Ball will come in, kick it out to Simon. And Simon has not taken a shot yet. Is this the play? No, left it for Ball. Ball on the move. Another try. Back to the basket. Miss. 360 move going to the left. And then Nocum shows him how. But that's a miss as well. Up ahead to Ball. Ball. Kick. Simon. That's a miss. Here comes Karakot. Back and forth ang labanan. Clarito. Pepeke. Di kumagat si Oftana. Now TNT on the other side.
Tayong mga fast break opportunities sa rain or shine.
Parang tennis match ang nangyayari, Doc. We're going back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah.
Long rally. And Castro able to get the contact and the finish. Sabay flex. Jason Castro, the vet.
You know, rain or shine was on top by 8.
Yeah.
Now Castro has the opportunity to equalize this. They were up 78-70. Then it's 80-79.
Manute Ball. Manute Ball will sit for these last 8.3 extra rest para sa kanya. Naka-10 puntos na si Jason Castro.
Hindi siya ma-foul. Kasi apat ang foul yan.
That's right. Save those.
Ayaw mo magpa-foul yan in 10 seconds.
Baka atakihin siya, no? Here is the bonus, and that's good. And we're tied up at 80 apiece with 8.3 to go. Makakahirit pa ba ang E-Painters Lemeti? Drops it to Villegas. To the corner. Clarito!
Oh, it looked good.
Yeah, it did.
It really looked good when they released.
All that hula baloo. After 3 quarters, we're back to square one. 80, TNT, 80. Rain or shine.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
What's happened so far? The imports, tabla. So scoring 27 apiece. They've canceled each other out. 3 more rebounds for Ball, however. Shooting nila halos pareho lang. Yung ikot-ikot ng bola, Rain or Shine is a +7 there. So they've distributed and found the open man a few more times. Like that. Then sa takbuhan naman, Rain or Shine was up 10-0 at the half. And now they're up 12-5. Still in the lead in that department, but you know, this game we've seen a little of everything. There were some portions where the teams were exchanging baskets, Doc. Then there are long stretches that they're exchanging misses and turnovers as well.
At lalo na itong after the first quarter, medyo bumaba ang offensive sack ng the TNT 5G, no? And that's when Rain or Shine mounted that big comeback. They just continued to play hard. And they tried to play fast because they knew na medyo may problema ang kalaban nila sa depensa. No?
Well, you're right, Doc. Kasi first quarter, 34 points on TNT. Second quarter, 24. Third quarter, 22 na lang. As you can see there on your screens, dwindling ang kanilang production.
That's bad, in economics, that's bad.
Yes, sir.
Dwindling resources. Open
Villegas, a miss, and look at Nocum! Oh, wow, Nocum just soaring.
Yeah, because people don't pay attention to him. He's on the weak side all alone. Nobody's defending him. So here's the clear path. But ang kanyang timing, look at him. Nobody's there. He's coming into the picture. Ang ganda ng timing niya.
And the thing with Nocum, though, maybe he should realize that he can actually slam that back in.
Yeah.
He could have done that.
Parang he wanted to do that. You know, hindi lang niya nakapitan ng mabuti yun.
First free throw is good to give his team the lead back. And there's the team owner watching intently. Looking for victory number 2 perhaps for his team. TNT has other ideas, of course. They want to get on the board, start the conference with a win.
TNT, remember, they're going to have a tough schedule. Sunod-sunod yun ng mga laro nila. And they're going to face some tough. They play NLEX, I think, on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I think they have to go up against Meralco, San Miguel. San Miguel first, then Meralco. So those are tough teams that they're facing.
Tipped away by Villegas. Might have gotten some of the face of Calvin Oftana. 2.1 to shoot, Doc.
Lalo na for TNT na incomplete ang lineup nila. Big man gun. Pogoy hasn't come back into the picture. They're very fortunate. Naglalaro si Jason ngayong araw.
And another miss from Bol on
Again,
turnaround Jay.
shooting from the outside as he was felling Quinito. Yeah.
Oh, Brandon slapped that one away.
Ang ganda ng tempo doon ni Brandon.
Oftana spinning in the lane. Loft his footing. Nice fake. Now bukas na bukas. Whoa! Can't complete it. And Ciso stepped on the line sa kanyang pagbuelo. And I'm telling you, every game we see that at least once.
Yeah. And in Ciso, hindi niya kasalanan yun because he was not expecting a pass. Oftana was ready to shoot that, then all of a sudden decided to pass.
So Raynor Shine up by 2. Possession nasa kanila rin.
Nice pick again, no? And then open na naman siya.
Johnson!
Yes! Open na naman siya. Pick and pop niya eh. Ginagawa niya pick and pop.
How can they forget that this guy, because he's hit already 5 of them. That's his 6th three-pointer. Ball in the paint. There you go.
You know, actually at this stage, the referees are beginning to let them play also. Because they made so many calls earlier, no? And then in the last few minutes of the third quarter up to now, there are some pushes na hindi na nila tinatawagan. Katulad yan, bakit na naman nasundutan yun?
TNT, down 3. Possession na sa kanila. 10 minutes sakto natitira sa ating laban. 3 from Bol. Finally gets one. And he raises his hands to the sky in gratitude.
Yeah. All of a sudden, 32 points na siya.
Tabla na, 85. Johnson to Nokum. Nokum on the right. Atake. Kick kay Lemeti. That's a miss. The ball will go to Bol.
Ball will go to Bol. That's nice.
The bounce at the baseline. Heading could have gotten that, but he lost it. He'll take a 3. Oh, that's a miss on Jordan's part. And he's frustrated. He's slapping the floor.
That's another foul there. It might be on Brandon. And that's going to be reviewed again.
You know those, when the players are running up and down the floor, yung magkakatabi, may konting kiskisa ng ganyan, it's becoming a situation where players can get called for these flagrants because of little pushes and elbows. Watch this. Watch Brandon on the right side with Lemeti. Hung on to him a little bit, shoved him out of the way. Easy call for the referee.
Yeah.
Transition take pa ang tinawag. So may free throw agad para sa Raynor Shine.
Plus possession.
Yes. Right, it's little plays like that that can drive coaches crazy. And as close as this game is, yung mga isang technical free throw na ikaw could be the difference.
Yeah. It's fortunate there's still a lot of time left here.
And it misses though. Makibalita tayo kay Eileen.
Gentlemen, starting the fourth quarter tied at 80, pinuri ni Coach Yang Yao ang effort na pinakita ng Elasto Painters. Ika nga niya, we were down 4 earlier and we won this quarter. So we just need to do what's working. Depensahan ng gitna, make sure nakaklog yung paint because it's not their threes that's killing us, it's their drives. At para naman sa TNT, iisa lang ang hinihingi ni Coach Chot. Make sure to get more movement. We need ball to get something inside. Back to you.
Alright, we'll see kung ganun nga magiging strategy ng magkabilang koponan. The drive from Nokum. Oh, Johnson hit the deck hard. We heard it all the way from where we are. Might have hit his head.
Yeah, because in the rebound play, pagbagsak niya, nawalan siya ng control.
And Brandon is arguing because are they going to call a foul on him? Yeah. Pang-lima ni Brandon yun. He was saying that we're just jockeying for position here.
Kita-kit ka nga, hindi pwedeng, ano ito eh. He just lost his footing.
Oh, yun, dito mama. To save his head from striking the floor. So
yeah, you can see now Chot is not very happy at all. He's just saying, what kind of officiating are we having with some of the Euro guys now?
So Coach Chot is there at the middle of the court.
Because we
trying to get a message across to the referee crew. He's contending na over the back.
Yeah, because rebound play yan eh.
Yeah. So Kalen will take 2 free throws, even if the argumentation goes on the other side.
Papalitan na naman yun. Si Alid.
And Kalen's okay because he knocks in the first free throw. Kalen Jongson's been big here in the second half.
Yeah.
7 points already, could be 8. All here, it's the second
Well,
half.
Kalen has been big for them. Even in their first game, Kalen has been big for them ever since he started getting a lot of playing time there in the last conference.
Second one rolls out, ball, another rebound.
How many does he have?
Dami na ring rebound niya.
Mauubos tayo ng
14
space.
boards. He's got 14 boards to go with his 32
that's
points.
Not too much yet.
Konti pa. Kasi naka-25 to si Jalen last time. Made one, but this time it's a miss.
Yeah, those are not good shots at all. You can take that anytime you want. Nobody's going to block that anyway.
Oh, with a chance to lead. Just down by 1. Look at that ball movement. An extra pass. Oh, that was beauty.
Good.
All the players touched the ball, Doc.
Wala pang import yan na nasa loob ng court in all of that movement, ball movement.
Tonto yung bench, tayuan lahat ng E-Painters. Nice pass again from Simon Enciso, who's really come in and injected some life into this TNT squad.
3 assists, no attempt so far at all. Oh, but that's too open. Swerte siya, hindi pumasok yun. He went under the screen there. Kaya nga libre si Nocum dun.
They really let ball bring down the ball every time he gets it. Goes behind his back now. Then he asks for it against Villegas. Trying to bring it closer. He'll turn towards the hoop. Are they going to count it? Looks like they will. Count it. They announced it already. He's going to count it.
There are no more challenges.
Yeah.
There are no more challenges on part of both teams.
Boom. Then the foul. And then leaning in for the basket. Bonus free throw coming up to give his team perhaps the lead with 7:57 to go.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Here's Coach Yang Yao. His team was in the lead, but TNT's tied it up. And a chance for the lead dahil may bonus free throw pa si Bol. Panoorin natin. There's that great ball movement. And Nocum finds the corner, knocks down the 3. Nahatid sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. Nasa linya si Bol. He's found himself there so many times in this game. And he misses again. So we're tied at 89. 10 3-pointers na Rain or Shine. 4 pa lang para sa TNT. And we know how big the 3-point shot is in the TNT attack. Not working now. And Nocum was forcing the issue. It hit Bol bago lumabas. So it's going to stay with Rain or Shine, but not really sure what Nocum's plans were on that play.
Yeah, where was he going?
I don't think there was a way he was going to get off a shot. But there's Johnson, and Cobuntin does the right thing. Prevents a three-point play opportunity.
And he's talking to his teammates.
Right. He's telling Ball, come on. You know,
Well, what are you doing up there? Oh, so
now it's
very
Johnson.
long.
Yeah, now it's Johnson who missed. The free throw bug is with him now.
Nakita mo ang liit ng lineup ng TNT with Brandon not on the floor. The biggest man after Ball is itong tawag na si
Cobuntin.
Cobuntin.
Oh.
And he's only about 6'3".
Right.
6'3 and a half, you know.
Second one is good. The lead back in Rainer Shine's favor. Only 9 rebounds for Johnson. I say only 9 because he had a ton of rebounds in that last game.
Castro was really baiting for that foul. You know, he was being pressured there by Noko, who's a pretty good defender. Solid ang kanyang side-to-side movement.
Oh, tipped away. A slow pass from Castro. And Johnson will hammer it down.
Tama din nito si Ball. No? He didn't go and,
he didn't even try to.
He didn't go to even meet the ball. That's the reason why naagaw yun.
Castro outside to Simon. Extra pass to Glenn. That's in and out for Cobuntin.
You know, Tana is not even on the floor. Huh? Can you believe that?
Rainer Shine, 7 minutes to go. Lemeti, pinabayaan. Malakas, nakuha ni Cobuntin. Ito na TNT. Pagkakataon, makatabla maybe with a three-pointer. Let's see. Castro. And they're really guarding Heading well, preventing him from getting it. Ball will go in. And there's that behind or back to the basket kind of shot that he's tried a couple of times already.
Parang ballet dancer ang ginawa niya doon. Is that foul on Johnson? Johnson. So, pareho silang tig-apat itong dalawang import natin.
7 of 14 free throws. Now make that 7 of 15. So he's below 50%. Watch this. That's the dunk a couple of plays ago.
Nambata has come back in for Castro. And probably Octana is going to come back in soon also.
Despite the height disparity, 2 misses there.
Oh, another good rebounder by Cobuntin.
It's now with Ball again, and he crosses over. No, it's taken away. That's going to be the 5th foul. Might be the 5th foul of Ball.
And not only that, it will be reviewed pa kung ano.
Kung transition take.
Yeah.
Very possible because Rainer Shine had numbers. 34 points.
You know, that sometimes you look at this guy is 7'3". But right now, they would be very happy from the Jefferson is playing for them.
Yeah.
Because he's completely different. His attitude to the game, even though it's only 6'7". Transition take, foul na naman
It
ito.
is, yeah. It's a transition take. So may technical free throw.
Saka that also puts them into the penalty. That'll be their 15th foul.
Clarito just picked his pocket. And that's the thing when you're that tall. You might think you're crouched low enough already.
Yeah.
But you're still higher than everybody else, di ba?
And when they take the ball downstairs, your gravity is so high.
Yung basic rule kasi dyan is, di ba, crouch low eh. Pag nagdadala ka ng bola. So, yung low ni Manute Ball, mataas pa rin para ni Ball is still higher than everyone else. Center of gravity is all the way up there. And then Ciso will sit. He did help them in his stint.
Yeah. So he was, you know, received very warmly by the coach.
Still just a 1-possession game. And nag-wrestling na si Cobuntin at si Johnson. Tuloy pa rin ang kanilang bakbakan. Oh, na! Suntukan na! Ito!
They will both be ejected.
Oh, it's a free-for-all. It's a free-for-all because a punch was thrown. Oh, and Coach Yang Yao's going after Cobuntin. Coach Yang is upset. And he calmed himself down as he went to Cobuntin.
Buti naman.
And this has erupted. There have been a couple of skirmishes here and there, but this was the real thing. And Johnson was surprised because he got popped.
Yeah.
So they were wrestling underneath. They got up and they continued. So everybody's on the court right now. Managers, security, reserve players are there. And maybe it is best that they don't let Johnson back on the floor first. In the meantime, Doc.
Yeah. No, I think he seemed to be cooled down already. But syempre, his initial reaction was, I didn't see the play. You know, who popped who first?
He got popped. They were wrestling with each other, Doc, and then Tobuntin popped him in the face. Kaya bumawi na rin si Johnson. Anyway, they're reviewing it, and they're reviewing it intently. You don't want to see this. I mean, it was not the most well-played game, but it was a hard-fought one.
Well, it's far from over. It's 6 minutes and 20 seconds left.
So you were wondering what time matatapos ito, Doc, and now we're going back. Oh, TNT fans booing Johnson. And now the Rainers fans booing Gobuntin as well. So I think we're divided right down the middle. And then the Ginebra fans are saying, we're booing you because we want our game to start already. And you're taking all your time, so. And Johnson, you know, he's a smiley, good-natured fellow, but right now, he looks really upset, Doc.
Yeah. And if he was popped first, he really had the right to be upset.
They're gonna fall.
I remember seeing this play. Ito, but then I had to look at the ball. Ito, wala.
And then they went at it again. They went at it again. Boom, there. And then there you go. So yeah, you don't really know who hit who first.
But I think I saw. But if they review that, they'll see who threw the first punch actually.
Yan Oftana got a little bit hot under the collar as well. But that's what can happen, you know, when these things break out. Nakakahawa yan eh.
No.
And I'm glad it did.
You're protecting your teammates.
I'm glad it didn't.
Buti wala si Belga sa loob.
Yeah, hindi nga naging free for all talaga na bench clearing, everybody punching each other, because it really could have done that. Mabuti na lang it happened near the tunnel.
And I saw immediately on the part of the bench of the TNT, they were holding all their players back because it's on the opposite side. If you rush into the court, you'll be suspended for the next game, you know.
So they're still trying to clear the dust.
Foul on number 12, Glenn Tobuntin.
There's a foul on Glenn Tobuntin, but there's so much more. We're waiting for the announcements. And there will be ejections for sure.
Yeah, well, when you punch, you're going to be ejected. I think both of them are going to be ejected. In my estimation, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think he feels really bad, Johnson, about what happened. Got to talk to him earlier, a couple of hours before the
TNT
game.
Tropang 5GR in penalty situation.
He was smiling.
Flagrant foul, penalty 2 on number 12, Glenn Tobuntin. Glenn Tobuntin out of the playing court. Flagrant foul, penalty 2 on Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson out of the playing court.
33 points. He's going to end his night. And he needs to head straight to the locker room, and security better be on their toes in that hallway, because all that separates the two locker rooms is plywood.
Aram actually is helping Kabutin out.
Yeah,
Pero si Johnson umalis na.
They're going to let Johnson clear first. Once he's inside and secure, that's the only time na palalabasin si Glenn Tobuntin. And Aram,
the security, I think, here is pretty good naman. The security of the PBA is pretty good.
si Aram has to be the guard, not the enforcer, not the rest back. So you gotta, bring him straight to where he needs to be, calm him down, and let that lie.
Take a look at this. So parang kita ko kung sino here. He pushes him down.
And that's what went on. Watch it from another angle. Watch them jostling for position, and then boom. And then boom. Yeah, but not really wanting to punch. You're just basically warding. Because this happens, we've seen this even in the NBA.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to hit each other,
they could.
much more damage could have
Alam mo,
happened.
pag na-hockey yun, kitang-kita mo yung talagang suntukan.
So the crowd now, is really intent on the action. There's a huge crowd we have. Kevin Ferrer is the man na pumalit kay Glenn Cobuntin. Sa kabila naman, si Luis Villegas ang titira.
Kasi na-foul penalty niya eh.
And Luis hits the first. Stretches the lead to 5. Yun yung important part dyan. Ano ba yung lamang na? 6 na ang lamang. Well, 5 and then maybe 6 ngayon? Yes. And so that's what TNT must focus on right now, is that they're down by 6 and the ball is still on the other side. He misses the first of the 2 other free throws.
Mag-free throw yun sa kabila.
Yes, sa kabila mag-free throw din. No cancel out yun, Doc?
Penalty, flagrant foul 2 eh. So ang titira ngayon si Ferrer.
Yeah, so Villegas 3 out of 4. 2 on the foul, 2 on the flagrant 2. And he hit 3 out of 4. Now it's Kevin Ferrer. Puts in the first, second one coming. Swishes them both.
And now it will be possession ng TNT.
First points of the game para kay Ferrer yun. Possession na sa TNT nga, nabanggit nga ni Doc. And the coaches, really stern-faced right now. These are guys who've been here forever sa PBA.
Calm down, calm down.
Heading to Ferrer. Ferrer will attack. Jumper. That's good.
Iba yung nakatira eh. Iba nakakita ng dalawang free throw pumasok eh.
For a scorer like him, di ba? Yan talaga naman ang specialty ni Kevin. So 4 straight points for Ferrer. Cutting the lead down to 3. Crowd is into this game. Lemeti turnaround jumper short. Oftana the rebound. Nambatak. Step back 3. That's short for Stingray.
That's a terrible attempt.
Yeah, he wanted to tie it.
He had no rebounders at all. Your import was just coming into the picture.
Nokumov does the same, but instead, he knocks it in. So that's a 6-point turnaround right there.
Yeah, terrible attempt.
Swing to Kevin. He'll take the 3. That's good. 7 straight points for Kevin Ferrer.
Our old friend would used to say magic bonut.
So he's got 8 points. He had a free throw, I think, earlier in the first half.
Yeah. Open na naman ito. The guy's gonna back out. 5 minutes pa ito.
Drift na naman. Malakas. Villegas retains possession for Rainer Shine. We're not even in the end game yet.
Oh, terrible shot also. Piliting, di ba?
Still 4:38 remaining.
Open shot na naman ito.
Oftana 3. Tied ball game. 4-9 on the scoreboard. And things have picked up. The intensity is there. Medyo nagising yata doon sa pangyayari kung saan na-eject ang dalawang player, Johnson and Cobuntin. So with 4:32 remaining, tabla. Intensity meter has picked up here in the big dome. Let's watch this. Kevin, no hesitation. 3. And in the next sequence, all alone, all day long, one of the best in the league puts it in.
ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
He has picked up really several notches after an altercation which threw 2 players out sa ating laban. Canuelas, Rosser, Chua, all these guys just waiting for their chance. But Kevin Ferrer's been the guy na nagpapapasok ang mga tira for TNT. Oftana just hit a 3 as well to tie it up. Kabilang panik naman is Rainer Shine. Nokum hit a 3, but then missed one. So we're getting close. It's 4:32 to go in a game that has stretched out longer than it should have.
Well, like I said, there have been a lot of reviews. There have been 3 challenges called in this ball game. That takes a minute at least.
Yeah.
You know, plus explanation and everything.
Kumbaga sa football daming extra time.
Yeah. And we have a very, very big crowd now. You know, for just ilang days pa lang tayo dito sa this conference. This is about 10,000, I would say. At least. No?
Yeah, at least. Might be more.
Yeah. And then we have another game coming up pa.
Yeah, the Macau Bears better be, Macau Knights better be ready for the crowd later in that second game. In the meantime, Tiongson goes to Villegas. We're about to enter that time now. Oh! Blocked away. Villegas 3. Good!
Yeah.
This guy has helped them a lot today.
Yeah, you know, I've watched him when he was with the UE Warriors. I really like him, but the problem, he got injured.
Again and again.
Yeah.
11 points for Villegas. Ball kicks it to Ferrer. Babawi! Not that time. And on the rebound, Clarito gets to it first.
Naswertehan pa nga yung Rainer Shine na Blanca, but recovered again by Nokum.
Napaganda pa.
No, Nokum recovered and he passed off quickly.
Nokum's been wanting to drive on ball. And he found out what happens. Oh, now Lemeti! 13 puntos para kay Lemeti.
Yeah.
5 na ulit ang lamang ng Rainer Shine, just like that.
Yeah. He just took advantage of the defense of Nambata.
Ray on the drive. The layup will not fall! All of a sudden, they can't buy a hoop.
And they're going to change him because he took some bad shots. He can't defend this guy.
Tiongson swing to Felix. Yan ang tandem, yung dalawang yan Villegas. Confidence level is up. Tiongson jumper, no goal. Nokum snatches it out of the air. You may be 7'3", Mr. Bull, but Adrian Nokum can fly higher than that.
You don't want to jump.
Gets the putback. And that's a 7-0 run mula sa Rainer Shine with only 2:55 to go. But far from over. Here's Villegas with a big 3. Huge. And then Lemeti just quicker. Cut quick. Tapos ito, just getting to the ball, snatching it. And the quickest, yung mga second and third jump ni Nokum, I haven't seen that type of jump since Ronald Tubid was a rookie. Back for Shell. Yung mga second and third jump na
Well, since you're talking about him, 3-0 yung kanyang
3-0. 3-0 ang jeep,
I'm looking forward to their next game, see if they can maintain. But I like their import. Magaling.
Si Mubashar Ali.
Yung third game, medyo tingin ko, pa-easy-easy pa lang siya nung first half But when it came down to wire, started playing. But he's a big one. Remember, he's a 50-25. And these are the games. Meralco also played well in their open. Bossing has not been playing well. They've got to recover. And San Miguel, we don't know kasi hindi ko pa napapanood yung import nila.
That's right. Of course, we're gonna have a little bit of a break. Yan yung mga numero ni Luis.
Yeah, with the
Holy Week. Bleeding for points, TNT. Looking to close the gap. They go to Bowl. What's he gonna do? Puts it up. Basket is not good. On the floor, says referee Guy. The push came before the shot. Not counted ang tira ni Ball.
14 on the shot clock.
That's where they say the foul happened. Yeah. So 14 to shoot. Yeah, they can pass it into him because you can throw it up and he gets it. Okay. Parang replay lang naman ang nangyari. This time it counts.
Hindi tumatawag ang referee. Dahil nagkagulo kanina.
Yeah.
I thought Kabuting was holding down Johnson a lot.
Right.
They should have already called the foul earlier than that.
Could have diffused it right away. Villegas. Now the main man, Nocum, might have walked there. Took a little hop. Villegas will turn. Jumper. Off the glass! This guy!
Big.
Whoa!
13 points in the ball game now.
Oh, and big shots here in the fourth, though. 7 points. Ball to the basket. Oh!
Oh,
and then
somebody hit him in the face.
Yeah.
That's gonna. Here we go with the review. Somebody hit him in the face. I don't know if it's accidental or what.
Villegas was right there, and I don't think there was anyone else but Villegas and Bol. And he did get popped, no? Kasi may dugo. He needs to come down because Dex can't reach him. Dexter Aceron cannot reach him if he's standing straight up. So, yuko muna, partner. Para mapunasan, baka hindi ka makalaro. Dahil kung may dugo, cannot play, di ba? Yun. Oh, sumandal muna sa doon sa ad board. Yun, oh. Sapul trying to get the ball out of the net. You know. Boom, right there. Wow. Inadvertent it might have been, but that play was pretty much uncalled for and unnecessary. I mean, you're going to get the ball back no matter what anyway. So no call. It's just a nothing until they clear the bleeding. Well, these imports have gotten their battle scars in this game, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no call on that, apparently. Just a charge to experience, I think, ang mangyayari dyan. Yeah, there's no referee's not approaching the table for any announcement, so play will just go on. Which is strange because
this is strange crew that they have on the floor.
Yeah. No, kasi may nangyari. May dugo eh. May dugo na nga. So, you can't just pretend that nothing happened, right? And how can they resume? Oh, they're going to put in Kevin Ferrer to replace Bol. All right, well, it's been a weird game in many ways, but tutuloy tayo. 154.2 to go. 5-point lead. 2-possession game, but the possession is with Rainer Shine. Looking to add on.
Yeah, they're trying to extend their lead here.
Almost taken away. Instead, na-open si Clarito. Dropping to Kalen. Who'll miss? Rebound taken by Calvin. Swinerte pa ang TNT dyan.
Ang galing ng tira na yun.
Kalen is annoyed at himself. In the meantime, TNT. Almost a 3, but na-check si Castro. Ball back with Ross. And that's one of the times na nakamali sa desisyon si Jason Castro. That doesn't happen too often. Lemeti, who's played a solid game, goes to Villegas, but he throws it away as well.
Castro.
Castro will go straight in. Tried to get the foul. Got the basket anyway. Down to a 3-point lead. We're under a minute to go here. And this is a fitting first serving on a holiday Friday. Villegas. Tiongson against Brandon. Tries to go baseline.
Traveling. Oh.
That's a foul on Brandon. I think that's it for him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that is 6-1.
He's gone. And you know, I like the way he had sealed that baseline.
Yeah.
But malakas din talaga to si Tiongson. But backed him up. But might have shuffled his feet though.
If you look at this play, you know.
Ball back in the game. Siya pumalit kay Brandon.
But they're not playing it.
Yeah, they gain about 9 inches more in height. But not the same aggressiveness. Kalen, 7 points all in the second half. Split his free throws earlier. This time puts it in. Ito yung malaki itong pangalawa kasi it makes it a 5-point game.
And 38.6 seconds na lamang dito.
Puts them both down. TNT called the timeout with 38.6 to go. They need to come up with baskets quickly. In the meantime, these are the timeouts remaining. One for TNT. It's a 30. The Rainer Shine's got one of each kind. No more fouls to give. There are no more challenges remaining in this game. So ano bang magic ang gagawin ng TNT?
Well, they need a shot. They don't need a 3-point or a 4-point at this stage, but they need to score quickly. But they still have a timeout, so they can use that also by defending harder, as long as they can get the score.
For those who joined us late in this game, TNT was up by 18 in the first half. But by the halftime, it was just 4. It was tied at the end of 3. And lots of players have played A games in this matchup. One of them is Luis Villegas. 8 puntos na here in the fourth quarter. 13 in total. And so what a plus. I mean, Keith Datu's still out para sa Rainer Shine because of the injury.
Alam mo si Heading ang talagang non-performer dito.
Yeah.
That is expected to perform.
Siya yung NBA para sa kanila, no?
And they're throwing from their backcourt, surprisingly, no? Where, but they go, and Heading is going to go quick.
Brings it to the left side. They need a shot. Oftana takes a 4.
Yes! That's the reason why. No, you cannot freeze the ball here. That and a timeout called by Rainer Shine quickly.
You remember when Nambatak did that?
Yeah.
Last conference? They brought it down to just 1, and then later on they won. Di siya pinantayan. Bring the ball down, hit a 4. Well, Calvin Oftana proving his worth as the main man para sa TNT. He waited, he faked, regained his footing. Took the 4, cut it down to just a 1-point game. 30.1 seconds to go. So you're, kalmado ka rito, Doc.
Yeah, Heading wasn't even to shoot, but Calvin was looking to shoot. And he made it. That's a big one. That's not an easy one. It was challenge, Medyo na challenge ito. He took away the drive.
And he had the presence of mind to bring his foot back. Diba? Kasi kung tinira niya na nandun pa yung pa, 3 lang yun.
3.
Which would have helped.
Yeah, also, as long as you score, that's why they needed to score quickly.
So ang timeout na lang natitira, 30 yan para sa TNT. Pero hindi nila kailangan ngayon yan. They'll see what Rainer Shine has to do.
Yeah, they're still down by 1. It's not that they're ahead. No, they still have to make a stop here or get a rebound. And Ferrer, I think, is coming back in for Rainer Batak, better defender.
19 and 12. After all of that, Oftana has put up numbers in this game.
I don't think he has taken a lot of shots too. Yan ang problema nila, because
5 of 12, was that right?
They went a lot to their import.
So length of the court ito, and TNT with some backcourt pressure just to slow down the offense a little bit.
Same thing ang ginawa ng Rainer Shine. We throw in from the backcourt.
They let Tiongson bring it across.
There's a switch.
6-second difference between our clocks. Nokum, the creator.
They're forcing the switch.
He's got the big man on him. He'll drive. Off the glass! Gets it to go!
What isolation play for Nokum. Pero may timeout pa ito. This is a one-possession game.
And he really measured Bol because Bol challenged. Tumalon si Bol doon.
Yeah, and he had to make that sort of like a semi-hook using the glass properly.
Let's watch it.
They forced the switch. So mismatch na doon para kay Thompson. Pero ito, mismatch rin in the sense na I'm quicker. What a shot though.
Yeah, what a shot.
Yeah.
Let's watch it from here. How high did he get over the fingertips? Just a little.
Those are the things that if you don't know a player yet, you can't stop him. But if you took away going to the right, you're going to force him to do something else.
And may Panyero Mondragon was very happy with that shot, clapping.
Si Atty. Mamerto. Ang kanilang forever board of governors.
2011 para kay Adrian Noco, may 3 assist pa.
Pero they should be worried. A 3-point shot will tie it. A 4-point shot will win it. Can win it pala, not exactly win. Depending on where it's taken and what time it goes in.
Endless possibilities, Doc.
Yeah. Castro, by the way, I think is being fielded back in. They didn't field back ng Batak. They didn't like the way he's been playing.
No, Nambatak now will do the inbound.
There's Nambatak, yeah. So all shooters. Nambatak heading. Oftana.
Heading, not looking to shoot. They go to Bol. Oh, they're going to give their import a chance. He's short. And Rainer Shine comes up with it.
Yeah. And there's a foul pa. May foul pa. May oras pa ito.
Bol.
Kalabas na siya. Hindi pa tapos ang laro. Ayun. I don't know why they weren't able to get somebody else free now. Because he hasn't really proven that he can make a lot of those on a high percentage.
Right. But that was the pass that they set up. Right? Heading, look for him. And Lemetti has a chance to add on to this. And it is important to get your best winning margin because of the quotient system in place.
But remember, they were also number 2 and they lost to Meralco in the previous conference.
Tama.
Twice to win sila.
Tama.
So, nothing is engraved in stone until you get there. Even a championship is never a guarantee. Missing it deliberately.
Para matapos na.
Tapos lang.
And after trailing for 2 quarters, tying it up in the 3rd, they come out victorious. Rain or Shine is 2-0 in the Commissioner's Cup, Doc.
Yeah. Masakit yun, yung import nila was ejected. You don't know what's going to happen for the next game.
Yeah.
Because it's a flagrant foul too, punching.
Adrian Noco with 20 and 11 plus 3 assists is our best player of the game, Dr. J.
Yeah, yung mga rebounds niya that sometimes you may think it's nothing. The offensive rebounds that he gets, the play that he made where he got it to Villegas for the 3-point shot, started them on that 7-0 run. That was a big one.
And this game, which dragged on and really stretched, took out a lot from these two teams. Pagod na pagod sigurado itong dalawang koponan. We'll find out what's the outcome of what happened earlier, that altercation which threw 2 players out. But it turns out Rainer Shine comes from behind to win it, 112 to 109. And of course, that's just the first serving on this PBA Holiday Friday. There is a second game coming up between the Ginebra Gin Kings and the Macau Knights. And here at the Big Dome, there's a big crowd excited to witness that. At gano'n na nga mangyayari. At para sa amin naman dito, si Dr. J ang aking kasama, si Eileen Sheeran in courtside, the rest of our team for Game 1 of today's doubleheader. I'm Charlie Cuna. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the Gin Kings and the Knights.
game, and our best player of the game is Adrian Nocum with 20 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and the biggest shot of the night. Adrian, maraming challenges ang rain or shine to begin with. You guys came into the game undersized. You were down by 18 at one point, and you had to finish the game. Nawala yung import nyo, but you came away with the win. Paano nyo ginawa yun?
Unang-una, siyempre, credit sa sistema ng mga coaches. Sumunod lang kami sa sistema ng mga coaches. And siyempre, credit din sa mga teammate ko na talagang hindi sumuko. Ayun, kaya nakuha namin yung panalo.
And let's talk about the effort naman, yung individual effort mo to jump high, fight for the rebound, and sky high, even against a 7-3 import. And also the team effort din. Hindi talaga kayo bumibitaw. Tell us about that.
Ayun na, siyempre talagang wala nang ibang inisip kundi talagang manalo lang. So yun, kahit pa paano nagbunga yung effort ko, effort ng team, ayun, kaya nakuha namin panalo. Kaya maraming salamat sa Panginoon sa panalo.
And please take the time to greet naman everyone you want to greet, the fans, baby.
Ayun, siyempre, maraming salamat sa Rain or Shine fans and sa family ko na nandyan nanood, sa asawa ko, sa anak ko, sa mama ko, sa papa ko, and siyempre sa lahat ng mga kaibigan ko sumusuporta.
Congratulations, Adrian and Rain or Shine. What a big win. Now let's turn it over to the press conference with our winning coach.
Welcome to our post-game press conference. I'm joined by our winning coach, Coach Yang Yao. Coach, congratulations and belated happy birthday. We witnessed a competitive and highly physical game today, but with JJ out of the game, how would you describe how the locals held the fort for Rain or Shine?
Yeah, medyo unfortunate yung nangyari. I think the referees just lost control of the game at that time. They were allowing too much contact. But when it happened, I knew parang imposibleng manalo, no? 6 minutes pa yata left to go. And then there's really no way or matchup you can do against Bol. You just, when he takes a shot, nagdadasal ka lang na magminti sana eh. Kasi hindi mo naman masusupalpal, wala ka naman magagawa. So, incredible toughness that the team showed. And our prayers just worked. No? Kasi mahirap talaga eh. Nung first time I saw him on the court, I was thinking, how do you play against this guy? Parang dapat nasa Meralco siya. Pwede siyang gawing poste ng Meralco. Ang ganda pa nung unang start na, he wasn't missing any shots. No? So, you see him that tall, not missing any shots, and you think there's nothing you can do. No? But we just practiced patience. We just played with a lot of toughness. Yun lang naman magagawa mo. And I guess I have a really good bunch of guys who have high character, who can play with a lot of effort. We sustained our pace for 48 minutes. I think that's the only way you can beat TNT with ball is you have to play with pace for 48 minutes. That's what I told them. Sabi ko, kung may makakalimutan tayo sa game plan, ang isang bagay lang natin huwag kakalimutan. We have to play with pace for 48 minutes.
TNT and Rain or Shine going at it in the first quarter. Imports, Labanan, Bowl versus Johnson. That was part of the focus. But early on, Johnson got off to a hot start, hitting three-pointers from beyond that arc and the shimmy after making them.
Yeah, I think he hit 3 here. Imagine if he didn't make those 3-point shots, how many points they would be behind, no?
Malaking bagay talaga yung outside shooting niya, opened it up. But despite that, great defense from Bull, blocking that shot. Then he started slowly, a couple of misses, but then nabuhay. Suddenly, after this basket, sunod-sunod na yung pagpasok na kanyang mga tira.
Well, he was making his medium-range jump shots here in the first quarter. The only problem with him is where he was such a big factor in defense, he took it away from himself in the preceding quarters. They took a 9-point lead here, Charlie, 34-25.
That's right. Come the second quarter, Jason Castro had already checked into the game.
He played well today for a guy just coming back from injury.
That's right. Knocking down that three-pointer from the top of the key. But all game long, nahirapan silang pigilan si Adrian Nocum, who was just running all over the place and finishing at the basket.
And Rainier Shine took advantage of that. 10 points in fast break in the first half alone, Charlie.
Calvin Oftana hitting this corner three.
That's
Steady
what you
game for
expect.
him.
How you expect that.
By halftime, may baba na ng 4 lamang. It was as many as 18 for TNT doon sa first half. Come the third quarter, Rainier Shine playing catch-up down to 7, but Mamuyak says, I'll cut it down to 4. Three-pointer for Gian. Back and forth ang labanan.
Mamuyak didn't play a lot of minutes here because of the game of Nocum. And actually, Nocum was like acting point guard. This is great pass here by Enciso para kay Galinato. No?
Jongson to the hoop, and Jongson had a nice 7-point run
in that third quarter. Yes.
Lead was up. Rainier Shine na lamang dito. Naghahabulan TNT.
But look at where the big man is playing. Right out there. You know? Even though that guy scored, that's not your area. You should be underneath the basket, dominating there.
Quick drive. Basket for Castro to end that third quarter. But by that time,
Rainier Shine had taken the lead, and now that was an equalizer at 80 all. No?
12 minutes remaining in this game, anybody's ball game. All of a sudden, it got...
This was the physical
out
play.
of hand, yeah.
Right there and there, I thought that should have been already called a foul. So that came, and then eventually all of those things happened. Both guys swinging. There's Stanley Pringle pala, in civilians on the back.
He's the reserve.
There is Pogoy in civilians also.
Thrown out si Cobuntin tsaka si Johnson.
Yes.
Then Nocum with the offensive rebound in the putback, and that stretched the lead to 5. And then another guy who stepped up big in the fourth quarter. Yeah, Luis Villegas. Turnaround jumper para sa kanya.
Using the glass, huh? But he's a guy who knows how to post up. Kaya nga maganda yung kilos niya nun.
Jason Castro.
Naka-double figures rin si Jason sa return niya. And limited minutes ang laro niya.
That's right. And TNT kept fighting back, but just when Rainier Shine was trying to pull it away, then TNT
had this.
Look at this shot.
4-point shot. Naging isa na lamang ang lamang. But then we're going to watch how Nocum dissected.
Yeah.
Ball here.
He went
look at him. He went to his strong side. Hindi alam ni ball yun.
High hook off the glass, just beyond the fingertips of the 7-3 TNT player. Basket went in. Brought up the lead to 3. Let's look at it from this angle. Barely made it over Ball's fingertips. But TNT, despite this, still had a chance to make something, maybe tie it or win the ball game with a 4.
Ang problema nila, they couldn't get it to their scorers, talagang shooters. So eventually they had to go to the big fellow. He had an open shot. No, he had a good look.
Good line, actually, just a little bit short, and that was it. And preserving that victory with that miss, 112-109, favor of Rainier Shine.